homies. Welcome to episode 57 of Homie Studios. It's your boy ST, the GREAT, joined by the homies Ryan and Shades. What's good with y'all boys?
All in the same location.
Same location.
You know?
Yo, we ain't did this since March,
Bro. And like that was the only time, you know what I mean?
For
so
real,
like
bro.
now we all in the same room.
Yes.
Everything feeling copacetic in this thing, you know.
Yes,
you
the
know?
vibes is real.
I like it, man. Hey,
Yes,
and then we also got a guest. Shades, tell us about our guest today, man.
Go ahead and add my boy in, bro. Bring him onto the screen.
There we go.
I got one of my homies. Hey, this is the homie Smitty, Coach Smitty.
Smitty,
You
what
feel
up?
me?
What up, fellas?
Yes, man. I know this man for a long time, man. He's been a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? We used to play flag football together competitively. You know, we won a couple of championships. You know, we traveled together. You know, I can tell you, I've never had. Smitty, have we ever argued about something besides sports?
Nah, never.
Bro,
Except for that one time.
Smitty's probably one of the coolest people I know, man. He does great things for the community. So I think he's more than a guest on the show. He's definitely a homie for sure.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's a privilege to be here, and I'm excited to join with y'all guys.
Hey, man, we really appreciate you coming in, man. Hey, and for the rest of our homies that's out there, like we gonna try to do this a little bit more, and we really appreciate the homie Smitty coming in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, how was y'all guys' week, man? Friday,
Bruh, I am so glad it's Friday. I'm not gonna get into the details. I'm just thankful for the small things. Thankful for having the homies on here. Thankful for my homies being in studio. Baby girl is good. Fam is good. I'm just thankful for the small things. Thank God it's Friday, bro.
that's fact.
I feel you on that. I second that notion, my brother. Today was a very trying week,
Today was a trying week.
to say the least.
This whole day was a trying week, brother.
I'm talking about this whole day.
Was a
Made
week.
the week. Like I'm talking about, like, bro. Literally, I was the only person that worked in my department today, and today was my boss's last day. So like, she wasn't. shit.
Dang.
Like, so it was just like, yo, it was brutal all day, bro. Like, I still got work I got to do this weekend.
I do too.
Yeah, like it's brutal, bro. I just like, yo, I'm done for the day. I'm checking out. Like, I can't do it, bro. Like, yeah,
When you become that boss, that's what happened.
Tapping out. Yeah, I feel that, brother. You know, like my week was trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, still new to this new gig, still new to this new role, and just trying to, get on my feet, get everything together. Make sure when I do something, I'm 100% certain I'm doing the right thing. And that's gonna take some repetition. You know what I mean? But other than that, brother, mom's is good, my girl's good, things is great. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Smitty, how was your week, brother?
It was kind of relaxing, but not so much relaxing. We're going into spring ball starting, or actually spring ball. I'm tripping. We're going into our season. First practice Monday. School starts Monday. First practice Monday. We got a game coming up in 3 weeks, so we got a meeting Sunday. We're prepping. We're watching film. We're trying to get ready to roll. Me personally, I try to stay on top of the ball. I've been watching film since the season ended. So, but I really tried to buckle down this week and watch a lot of film and start prepping for our first couple games, so that I can give my guys a game plan going in. And it's stressful.
Yeah, bro. Because the time's ticking, and then the less days come by, then the pressure increases. I feel you on that, bro. It's coming like right there. I didn't even realize. You said school starts Monday?
Monday, yep.
Dang.
Let's go back to school Monday.
Bro. Oh, yeah. And by the way, everybody, just so you know, my boy is the offensive coordinator for Atlantic Coast High School. You know what I'm saying?
Here in Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Top it all to the city. You already know.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all boys ready to get started?
Yeah, man. Let's get this thing started, man.
Well, let's start us off with the first topic before we roll over to barbershop talk.
Yeah. So let's get into this real talk. I got this little crazy story I came across, and it's crazy. So you got a teenager. They're not giving her age or anything, but she's from California, and she was at a resort in Mexico, and she got dragged in the water by a crocodile twice.
Damn.
Not one time.
What?
Got away, and I bet dragged her right back under again. She was at the Marriott at Puerto Vallarta.
Vallarta.
Vallarta,
Vallarta. Okay.
bro. And then I did see I thought that junk was gonna be worse. You know what I'm saying? But I did see the scars on her leg and everything. That mug definitely, her calf is definitely like she
Mangled.
ain't walking the same for a little while. She gonna be able to get back, but I thought it would be way worse, but it wasn't as bad as like I think I seen shark bites worse, but apparently like she's in the hospital still. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here's the crazy part. When she went into the hospital, they said that the parents had to pay $11,000 before they would even treat her.
I'm sorry. What?
How?
Yes, get to the hospital. Oh, we're not treating you unless you pay us 11 G's right now.
How can you even say that? Like it's so you gonna let the person like
They in Mexico. They ain't in America.
Oh yeah. No, that makes sense.
yeah.
Because like none of their insurance and stuff like that floats over to another country, and now you sitting here wanting to get fixed up. How they know you not going to just bail out on the
That's fact.
on the expenses to take care of you? You know what I mean? Like how can they be for certain?
For sure. That's still messed up. That's messed up.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely cold.
So, bro, what would you do?
It's cold.
What would you do if you at the beach and then you get attacked not by a shark, a crocodile, nigga, and you out of the water? You're not even in the water. That bitch just come out and grab you.
I mean, bro, I mean, the most I can do, honestly, in that situation, bro, I gotta do my best Steve Irwin impression, bro. Like, I got the nigga. We just gonna be tussling till I get free and get the
They
fuck
said that
out of
bit.
here.
Hey, they said that bit was
Like,
12 feet too.
oh yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
it was a big
yeah,
boy.
that's a big boy. I don't really know if I want to.
I don't know how she got out that.
First of all, how
See
does
that- see,
how
that's
does a
why-
12-foot crocodile sneak up on you?
They
Like
said they didn't see it. They said that bitch that came out the water, bro.
They sit under the water. They wait. You don't watch
That's what I'm
Discovery
saying.
Channel?
That's why, like, it's good
Yeah,
to have
I
a
mean,
concealed carry license, just in case these. Because I don't know what a bullet gonna do, but I mean, you can at least shoot it. I mean,
But bro, you're in Mexico. How you gonna get your junk in Mexico?
you can.
Had that bitch shipped?
Nah, you can.
Amazon?
Like, nah, like my cousin. Like,
UPS.
I talked to my cousin. Like he said, like if you do it properly, you can definitely take your gun with you when you travel. You just have to have it in a case and locked, and then you have to let them inspect it. Let them take the key, open it, make sure that the lock is, substantial. They'll lock it back, and you can take your firearm with you into a different country.
into a different country?
So yeah,
Yes, this is very true. I had to do some research. Put a gun on a plane. You gotta like box it up, declare it early. Bullets got to be in a whole separate. It's a whole big. It's like a 10-page
Okay.
thing on TSA about it.
my cousin told me because he was ex-military, so he was like he take international flights everywhere. He was like I always take my gun. Like I don't leave my gun nowhere.
Oh, that's bro. What? Okay.
I wasn't aware of this. Hey, we learn a new thing. If you don't learn something new every day,
Bro, you ain't living, bro.
You ain't living.
bro.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Smith, bro. I ain't going around asking everybody. I'm just saying, Smitty, bro, what you doing? What you doing if a crocodile come out the beach water and attack?
I'm running. She getting 8. I'm pretty sure her man was with her and he gone. Left her, and now she got drug in twice.
That boat, bro. You just posed the question, bro. What if your girl getting attacked by a crocodile? What is you doing?
Help.
Please, Lord, somebody come save her.
Jesus, please.
I think that she would have to understand in that sense. I'm like, well, one of us got to live to tell the story, and tell what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense for both of us to die.
You foolish, bro. You foolish, bro.
It don't make no sense for both of us to die. Okay. I'm gonna sit there and I'm while the crocodile is chomping on her thigh, right? I'm gonna say a prayer, do some like rain dances, something like that around her. Hopefully that distracts it and be like unclench the jaw, bro.
So many thoughts is going through my head, nigga. There's another one coming.
Right,
There's another one coming.
like he just came alone.
There's another one following. Oh, what he brought
friends.
What he see, bro. And another thing, when has crocodiles been in Mexico?
I mean, they got everything in Mexico.
I mean,
you see them big ass like bat things that be like hanging from damn like houses and shit.
yeah, I've seen them.
They real things, bro. Like
human bats.
They shit them bitches about the size of a goddamn.
Did he say human bats? What is a human bat? Smith, please help us here.
Human-sized bat. I'm sorry.
Batman.
Should have been more specific.
This boy was all Batman when he was in Mexico.
Oh, you feel me, dog? You already know me, Smith. Oh, we got human bats now,
bro. I seen one that was hanging from the side of a building. I was
bro.
like,
What?
That shit was like, bro. Swear to God, that shit had to be like this big.
Crazy thing about Mexico is right now you're not safe on land or in the water. Apparently,
Straight up, bro. Cartels. I ain't saying nothing else.
Look, I ain't finna say nothing to have them think they can come to Florida and come mercantile me. No, thank you, sir. But yeah, man, like, look, man, this is why I'm all about people traveling, going out, experiencing new things. You know what I mean? But you don't really know where you landing at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You really don't know the area, bro.
at all, bro. At all. Yeah, what up, Marcus?
Yeah.
What up, bro?
What up, Marcus?
The boy in town, the boy in the show, the boy on the show. Marcus, we're gonna get you on the show very soon, brother. So stay tuned. But yeah, man, that I don't know, man. That's a wild story. That's a wild story of not once but twice.
You got away in that bit, found a way to get you back. How you still got your leg though?
Look, bro, she's blessed.
Bro,
She's
blessed and highly favored.
Blessed and highly favored, man. Yo, I think it's about that time though, brother.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
I can go get the beard touched up.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? That might be it. But let's slide over to this barbershop talk. Okay. Cause it's time for barbershop talk, baby. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man, huh?
Hey.
Let's go. Let's go.
That boy hitting that
Bro, I don't have my
Where's
drops.
the drops at, dog? Where's the drops at?
Oh my god. Yo,
What is going on here?
I felt good about that one, bro.
Bro,
Like
you
that,
killed that,
if
nigga.
I was able to, bro, why I was praying during it though, you know? Please give me the breath, Lord, that I need to complete this barbershop talk, baby. You did. Amen.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Sheesh. Yo, I guess we could have did that. That's the bootleg version, y'all. But you know it's all good. It's all good. Yo, Chase, what we starting off in the barbershop talk this week, brother?
Bro, we're gonna start off in the Olympics, and unfortunately, we got to talk about the standings, and we're gonna go over the medal count right now.
Uh-huh.
Because the United States, we're in third right now. So we got China at number 1. They got 19 golds, 10 silvers, and 11 bronze.
Indeed.
So they up to 40 total, you dig?
What up, bruzzo? What's good with you? Appreciate you tapping in, homie, huh?
What up,
He's
Eric?
making a guest appearance. Come here, Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost, get in the screen. Let's
What
go.
up, Ghost?
What's up, Ghost?
Give me a roof.
She's making a guess here. Look at him.
His mom just got home, so he losing it right now. He's trying to go inside.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, at number 2, we got Japan. They got 17 goals,
Mhm.
4 silver, and 7 bronze. They got 28 total.
Uh-huh.
United States got 14 goals, 17 silver, and 11 bronze. We got 42 medals total. So we got the most medals out of everybody. We can say something about that.
But let me
We got Russia. They got 10 goals, 14 silver, and 10 bronze. And then Australia in 5th with 9 goals, 2 silver, and 11 bronze. So, you know what I'm saying? We in 3rd, you know what I'm saying? We can close that gap if we get 5 more goals. So we got to get 5 more goals to get that up. So
the
the men's
Asians,
basketball team got to step it up.
the Asians whooping our ass. That's basically what you say.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
You said China and Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't playing no games.
Yeah. They got tired.
Don't we owe
gonna
both
make
of them?
that joke.
I'm just like, this is the sidebar. Like, don't we owe both of them money as a country?
Yep.
I'm gonna just mind my business.
Look, man. Obviously, you would like to see the U.S. do better and be a little bit higher on that list. We still got. You said we got the most medals though.
We got the most medals overall.
most medals overall. So obviously, we still showing our strength in that at the.
But if we catch up with goals, we'll be beating everybody with medals and more goals.
Yeah.
But like, nah, I think like I did see something where like in swimming, I think like
Yeah,
it
this
was a-
chick
it
out
was
of
a- it was a
out of Alaska.
one of them, yeah.
Alaska.
No, it had to be a different country. Alaska
No,
would be
it was
us.
the
Because I
United
remember
States.
we lost to somebody from Australia too. That we was supposed to win. Like we was
Okay.
supposed
I heard
to win
about some
that.
female in Alaska that she just did some miraculous jump and then like in the last couple of meters, like came back and beat everybody.
Yeah, it was one Australia. It was another Australian. I know it was a lady. She dusted. I think it was like we lost the breaststroke for the first time since like 1992. The backstroke,
Dang.
like we've been blowing it like a couple times. Like these countries is like, yo,
You
it
know
ain't
what
sweet
though?
no more.
You know what though? Like in my opinion, I think it's a good.
SP talking to the microphone.
In my opinion, I think it's a good thing. Honestly, because we can't just keep going to the Olympics and just sweeping all the floor with these fools. You know what I mean? Like, no, like eventually, I want some competition. I want
For
something.
real.
I want something. I want it to feel like we in jeopardy. We at stake, and then we pull it out at the end. I don't want to just be coasting the whole way through, because then that's what happens. Because then what happens to me is that I stop watching.
Yeah.
Because I know we got it. I know we got it on lock. So
Yeah,
what's up?
now it's like more of a story.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't think has there been any track and field events yet?
I don't think track and
Not
field's
yet.
on yet.
Not
See,
yet.
that's where stuff get real.
Yep.
That's where it get real at.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel differently. Like
What's up?
I'd rather watch us blow everybody out in everything.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the mentality that we should have. Personally, I feel like that's the mentality we should have. Like we there to win. We there to knock motherfuckers off. I'll sit here. I can't tell you how many times I watched the '92 Dream Team play, on YouTube, and I can barely get highlights of that, and they win it by 60. I don't want to watch this team play. I woke up early Sunday morning at 8:00 in the morning to watch them play.
Yep.
I woke up and watched them play again at midnight. And I'm like, I don't like this team. I don't like the way they're built. I don't like their mentality.
Nope.
And I feel like not only basketball wise, but like other sports too, like we're supposed to be dominant. I want to watch us be dominant. I'd rather watch my team, whatever team that is, win by 60 than watch them in a close game and might lose or lose.
What I meant by my statement, because I can see how you got that. I still would like us to dominate in the sports, but like not in. I would like the medals. I would like the medals,
overall goals,
right?
Like the overall medals, like in overall Olympic aspect, because they've added a lot of sports. Like there's 3-on-3 basketball. In
yeah.
Oh, I know. I think that other countries, not other countries. Let me rephrase that. Focus on what you're good at. We're good at basketball. Let's be great at basketball.
Right.
We're good at we've been good in the past and for a long time at gymnastics. Like, let's dominate that. Now, badminton, that's an Olympic sport.
Table tennis,
It's a summer Olympic sport. Go ahead and win a gold. Go ahead.
water polo.
Yeah, but the sports
Right.
that we want to tune into
Right.
as Americans,
Yeah,
we want to see our team be dominant and win.
I agree.
Like, I think the thing that something I said, like, when I saw the first game of like this Olympic basketball team, I was like, bro, Kobe turning over in his grave, like LeBron would never. Like, I'm just like,
Like, all of that.
I'm
all
like,
of that.
what the hell is this?
D
Like,
Wade,
I'm like,
Melo.
bro, like, what are y'all doing? Like, I'm like, it wasn't even like they were. I'm like, Vince Carter was damn near 32, dunking
Whamming
over
on
people. Like,
Right.
I'm like, dog, like,
Right.
what is this? Like, make it make sense.
Bro,
It's like-
do y'all think it's the rule changes? Because they're like, they're you doing different rules, and the refs ain't calling what they normally call in the NBA and stuff.
I
So,
think
could the rule changes have an effect too? Because they're not scoring as many points.
I think our issue for America is, or like the NBA in general, they're in love with the 3-point shot.
Yep.
All they do is shoot threes. You look at those old teams. You look at the '96 team, the Dream Team,
driving.
Dream Team 2. They're dunking on people. They're driving the hole. Our team, they drive the hole and they dish it to people and they shoot a brick. Either you're hot or you're not, but you're not going to win games if you're not. That's what happened with France.
With our older teams in the NBA, they knew that basically, like, these other countries off the dribble, it didn't even matter if that wasn't even their game. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA,
Yeah.
just off the dribble,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to stay with me because I'm in the NBA and I'm there
Right.
for a reason. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
y'all don't have this type of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it was like literally people that you would be like, okay, they were average players or decent players putting up 30, 25. You know what I'm saying? In those games.
See, the thing is like we missing a player like Wade, who don't have any problem with also pulling up for the 2.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mid-range, taking what you give them.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like taking what's given to you. Okay, so they're gonna D you up in the perimeter. They're gonna also they're gonna clog the paint. Pull up for the mid range.
Yes, bro.
I posted something on Twitter after the first game. I said our best player is Chris Middleton. He's the only guy that can get a bucket. Like when you need a bucket, everybody else is just gonna jack a 3.
Yep.
You're down 6. All right, jack a 3. Like Chris Middleton's the only dude, and I'm not a big Chris Middleton fan, but
Me
he'll
either,
get you a bucket.
but I agree with you.
When you need a bucket, I said that even through when we watched I was like, yo, even though I didn't think they were gonna win, when I had to admit, when the Bucks needed a bucket, Chris Middleton was that guy. Like, people were looking at Giannis. I'm like, yo,
not all
Giannis
games though. Not every game.
At least 3 of them, bro. Like
In the finals for sure, but then like you have one game where this nigga scored 11 points or 15 points.
he did that, but I remember that one of those games where he had a low scoring night.
He
It
contributed.
was still
in
a
other
close.
areas.
It was
He
still a
playing
close.
defense that game though.
That and it was a close game, and he made a
Giannis went
big
the heck
bucket.
off.
He still made a big bucket.
I think
Hey,
Middleton hit two or three game winners in the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
and his fourth quarter scoring, like he had some bad games.
Absolutely, but
His fourth quarter scoring was always there.
yeah, I mean, that's one thing you got to give Middleton a little bit of credit, especially throughout this playoffs. Is like that.
His respect went up though.
Yeah,
For me,
absolutely,
yeah, for
absolutely.
sure.
Like
I can't say he's number 3.
like this is my thing. I'm with Smitty though.
He's not.
I think he's a number 2.
Oh, you say you can't.
He used to say he was a 3.
I
He
used to say he was a 3.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
after the playoffs and everything, I think he's a 2.
Like I was with Smitty. I'm like I don't necessarily like Middleton, but at the same time, this whole run in the playoffs, like granted he has some stinker games in there too, but everybody's gonna have a stinker game in there. Like when Giannis needed that too,
Yeah.
He was that.
he was that. And like and
I
honestly,
still think though, if you put somebody like, I don't want to say Patrick Beverly because Patrick Beverly just to me kind of goes over the top sometimes. But if you put like a Klay Thompson on him, or if you put like a good or Ben Simmons, you know what I'm saying? I think he would have a lot tougher time.
I know he ain't bring up Klay Thompson.
No, just don't even say it.
Okay, we good.
You're not allowed.
Crazy. So crazy to talk about Ben Simmons.
Let's ask Smitty.
I had posted something again on Twitter about like how the U.S. superstars don't play no more, and I was like, you add Devin Mitchell and Steph Curry and some guys.
Mhm.
Well, and then Ben Simmons was one of the guys that I had mentioned. Ben Simmons is not American.
Australia.
No, Australian.
He's Australian. Yeah, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, that was when I first found out about that. I was like, "Excuse me, run that by me again, please."
But I did hear that
Can I ask Smitty real quick?
we gonna ask him. But I did hear that we did add what's his name to the U.S. team, and I think that like
What's his name?
Anthony Edwards. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a good.
So I
That's a
said
good shout.
he's not gonna give a fuck. Like he's gonna be
Anthony
like,
about to bash on somebody,
like
boy.
I don't care. Like he's gonna make it. He gonna have everybody hyped. Like
Yes,
yo.
bro. Bring that boy.
I'm like that's a good pickup because he's gonna
Zion
bring
too.
the
Where's Zion at?
Zion was one of the dudes that I mentioned too. Like,
Where's Zion?
you need to be playing in the Olympics, bro.
Yeah. He can't say nothing about
Where's
Klay
Ja?
Marcus. He's not allowed, bro.
He was
Like,
also somebody I mentioned. Like, our best ballers are not a part of what we're doing.
Oh, Smith, he wants to
Hey.
ask you. He wants to ask you a question.
Hey,
We had,
Smitty.
our last pod.
Mhm.
There's some things there's some Klay Thompson slander that has been brought up by the guy Shades here. He says that he does not.
Bro, let me
believe-
speak. Let me speak
All
for
right,
myself,
all right,
please.
all right,
Please let me speak for myself.
Because I'm going to correct you if you try to change something up.
Okay.
I just want you to know.
Okay, please do. Okay, so Smitty, first of all, I want to ask you a question. Who would you take? Dame Lillard or Klay Thompson?
Am I building around him, or is he in a supporting cast role?
You're building
No,
around this person.
you're building a team.
If I'm
Yeah,
building,
you
I
have to
take
take
Dame. If I want a number 2 that's going to win me a championship, I take Klay.
Whoa, key word there. A number. Oh, okay.
Why is he surprised that he mentioned number 2?
Klay
This
can't
is-
create his
this
own
is-
shot.
This is what we were trying to explain to Shades, and I don't think he quite grasped the concept. What we were saying about Klay is that Klay could be a number 1.
I don't-
And you don't think so?
He can't create his own shot. When you're in the playoffs, you need somebody who can create their own shot.
How can he not? He does
a-
it all the time. He's a mid-range assassin.
Yeah. So was Rip Hamilton, and so was Reggie Miller. How many
But
championships
those
they
are
won?
all guys that can create their own shot, though.
No,
I'm glad
they
you.
did not.
Wait, hold on.
Rip Hamilton can't create his own shot.
Wait a minute. I'm glad that he's. I'm
Right.
glad that he said that. If you can't create your own shot, he said something about winning championship. Last time that I checked, Dame hasn't won a championship, right?
Right. Last time I checked, Klay hasn't won a championship as a number 1. Steph Curry missed the season.
But completely understood. Okay. So when you go back to he can't create his own shot, so it's not like he don't have a step back that he's pulled up in people's faces all the time. It's not like he still can't. He's driven and dunked on fools and laid up at the rim, and he will hit you, and he will pull up and hit.
Pop and pop as he drives.
And he was pulling up on you in mid range. My thing is that yes, we know that Klay is an exceptional too. The reason like I guess most people aren't seeing it is because we've never had to see it, right? As him being the number 1, outside of the couple of times that Steph was hurt, and
he performed in those roles.
exactly. What we're saying is, and what Shays was trying to say when we were saying that he could be a number 1, and then we were talking about why you got the big eyes?
Nothing, bro. I ain't saying nothing, bro.
Why you got the big eyes?
I'm just chilling.
What was Shay saying about Klay? About
I said he washed. I'm just playing. I was kidding.
One
About
thing
that.
that I said, like for me, I can't say that you can't say that Klay can't create his own shot simply because at shooting guard, like you don't have to be a dribbling machine at shooting guard. For what creating your own shot needs to be, Klay can do that. He can dribble well enough. I watched Klay dribble between 3 defenders and get to the rim and dunk.
I said I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I changed my mind.
If you had to compare
But what
Klay
you
to a
just
player,
said-
who would it be?
Hey, Smitty, one sec, bro. One sec. What you just said
Name a
is
shooter.
why he can't be a number one. You just said he can dribble well enough.
He can score still, no matter
What
if
do you
he's
mean?
dribbling well
He's
enough or not.
6'8".
But if you're the number one
If he
guy
gets-
and the
if
team schemes towards him, that's going to be a problem.
6'8". If he takes a dribble and gets past you, it's a wrap.
If the team,
You're not going to make that
if the
space
team
up.
has to scheme for Klay Thompson, bro, it's a lot easier than Dame.
Okay, listen to what you're saying. If the team schemes for him, Klay can still
Clay's
dish.
also a top 5.
They do scheme though every day.
Shooting guard, like he's like
They've been-
also a top 5 defender.
They've been scheming on Klay this whole time.
So listen,
Another
Yo,
thing.
so-
No. Let Smitty get the shit off. Go ahead, Smitty.
Klay Thompson is Ray Allen when he was with the Bucks, and they were good. They were a playoff team. Ray used to dunk on people. I'm a huge Ray Allen fan.
Yep.
Used to dunk on people.
Yep.
Ray was a dog coming out of college.
Mm-hmm.
A dog.
Yep.
Also can drop a 3 on your ass with no
At
questions
will.
asked.
At will.
But he had Glenn Robinson. He had Ben Baker, who I'm not a Ben Baker fan, but he was an all-star. He played on Olympic team.
Mhm.
So Ray couldn't win nothing until he joined the Big Three.
So what do we say about Dame here in this scenario then?
Dame is not gonna win anything until he joins a group either. But if I'm gonna build around somebody, well, actually, that's not. If I'm Portland, I'm gonna bring everybody.
Yeah.
If I'm Dame, I'm gonna go somewhere else and join somebody else. Klay is in a good spot.
Yeah.
I think Wiseman's gonna be a really, really good player.
Yep.
And Steph's gonna come back. You got Draymond, who is I'm not a fan of, but he's part of the team.
My thing is this: with Klay not being on the Warriors, you see how much of a drop off.
Oh yeah,
There
definitely.
is.
Definitely.
It's not even close. Like it's like
You're
they
having
went from being a perennial playoff, damn near championship caliber team every year
I feel that 100%.
to bottom of the barrel, barely getting by in the West, and you think that just this one guy, it's only a guy that's missing.
hold on. The West without Harden, the West without without
Like
Durant.
that's
Like,
I'm trying to make, like, that's the point I'm making. I'm like, it's only one guy that they're missing, and they're this bad.
So to
I can't say that he can't. I can't say that if you get, and then I look at his actual shooting percentage and like how efficient he is. I can't say that if you gave him his own team that couldn't continue.
so let me tell you
If you
something.
gave him more attempts.
So here's my counter to that. So Dame Lillard did not have CJ McCollum for a large majority of this season, and they were still top battling between 4, 5, and 6 in the West.
And when
Without
Steph, and
CJ
when Steph
McCollum
was down, what's the name did the same. Klay did as well.
they continue to
They
keep winning
continue their
without.
trajectory without Steph. Like, it's
but
the
that's
same.
but you're only talking like 15 games. Like CJ McCollum was gone for like 2 or 3 months,
Okay.
Mhm.
I understand that.
and he's the number one in their guard, and they're scheming for him, and they're trying to do it. All he had was
But at the
Melo
same time-
and
at the same
Nurkic,
time-
who
No,
who
hold
also
on.
was, and Nurkic was hurt too.
Hold on, because they had at that time they still had Gary Trent,
Yep.
and
They
Gary Trent was
traded,
putting up
they
buckets.
traded Trent.
At
At that time. They had Gary Trent, and Gary Trent was putting up buckets at that time.
We'll have to
Gary
look up
Trent's
that
a role
timeline.
player. He's a role player.
He is, but he's a role player
Yeah.
that's putting up 20, 25 points a game in the absence of CJ
Oh,
McCollum.
okay, but Dame, no Nurkic, and no CJ McCollum, and you got Melo, and you talking about Gary Trent.
I mean, he was being productive. Like, I can't discredit the man.
But that's
for being productive.
but that's what I'm saying though, bro. Like that's my point.
He's
of
What
stepped
are you saying though? Because
He's a
like,
super. He's a like.
but this is the thing that
I'm
you.
not
But
saying
but
that Dame
but,
isn't a
but
superstar.
but this
no
is-
one said that he
hold
is a superstar.
hold on.
Okay.
This is the thing that Shays keeps completely bypassing because you bring up Gary Trent when Gary Trent's dropping 20 to 25 points a game. That's production. No matter what the name attached to it is, if it's superstar, not superstar. If a guy is out here dropping 20 to 25 points, helping your superstar continue to win games, how are you going to sit there and not mention or shoo off the fact that just because his name is Gary Trent?
So you think Dame is what level do you think Dame is?
He's a superstar for sure.
He's a superstar, and I'm not knocking him.
No one says he's not a superstar. It's
No,
just the fact
the part where we separate and we part ways is when I say
that he can't.
Clay-
Clay can't be a number one.
no.
but
I say
you
Clay
did
is
say
an
that,
all-star.
and you said he can't be a number one. And I said that's.
I don't
not,
think he can be
Bro,
a number
we
one.
can't
Bro.
say that.
And
Would you
I
take
think that-
Jason Tatum or Klay Thompson right now?
Right now,
Right now.
I mean, right now I'm taking Tatum just because I know that he's healthy and ain't had 2 injuries.
Okay,
Right.
what about a healthy Clay? Like
Then I'm
A
taking Clay.
healthy Clay. I'm taking Clay.
Then I'm taking Clay. This ain't even
And
a question.
And that's just because I know defensively,
Both sides of the ball,
both sides
bro.
of the ball, he's a two-way player, bro. Like
And if you talk about superstars, what normally happens to teams when superstars go down? The team starts to struggle, right? What happened with Golden State when Clay goes down? The team struggled.
Same thing can happen if you have an all-star.
a team doesn't struggle with a role player going down.
The same thing can happen with a team with an all-star too. Because what would happen? What would happen in the Clippers? Like if Kawhi was there and then PG went out.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about all stars going down real quick.
I agree.
What happened when what was it? Denver? Jamal Murray? They went down. He went down. That team could still continue to prosper. Still continue, and I would consider Jamal Murray an all-star. Would you not?
Yeah, but they also had other players that can come and step in and give him that same production almost.
You're wrong, Jeremy.
Yes.
Jamal Murray literally willed them to the playoffs last year,
Yeah, for sure.
and Jokic carried them this year.
Right.
Every team is different.
But I'm saying
I mean-
also Michael Porter Jr. stepped up, did he not?
He did.
He did.
People step up.
That's what we saying. Like Gary Trent stepped up. Like it
Yeah,
was just,
Gary Trent stepped up. I can tell you from a Boston fan that for us, we missed Jaylen Brown for the first half of the season.
Mhm.
We didn't have Jason Tatum for the second half of the season. Playoffs, Jaylen Brown broke his wrist.
Mm-hmm.
The best player on that team right now is Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is Gary Trent.
Mhm.
Like they're the same dude.
Yeah.
Right.
They're irreplaceable in their locker room and what they bring to the table. But like in the free agent market, they're not
They're
the
not
guy.
gonna go right.
You won't make a team around them. But those are guys like Marcus Smart balled.
For sure.
He was dropping like 25 a game.
Mhm.
And so like those are one of those things that a Gary Trent, a Marcus Smart, Joe Ingles for the Jazz.
Mhm.
I like Joe.
Yeah, I like Joe.
Yeah, you do.
Like Chris Middleton is the same type of dude.
Mhm.
They're the same type of guys. Like you need those guys on your team that can get you a bucket, that ain't afraid to go to work. But
See, that's why I disagree with you right there because Chris Middleton is not a Gary Trent to me. Chris
He is to
Middleton
me.
He solidified himself as a number 2. He's an all-star, borderline superstar. If he was consistent, he would be a superstar.
What
He's
happens?
just not consistent.
What happens if Middleton goes down?
Bobby Porter steps up. Well, I mean, they're not gonna have him here.
I mean, they got Drew Holiday, but he's inconsistent. But
Drew Holiday was their
the
number
Bucks-
2.
The Bucks make the playoffs, but they don't win the championship. That's what happens.
How early? Okay, so
Same thing happens to the
in your
Warriors
mind when
Clay.
I said that
I think the Warriors made the playoffs this year, right?
They made the play in.
they made the
They
play
made the
in.
play-in?
They made the play in, but they didn't make the playoffs.
So let me ask you a question. This is my last question about the topic.
Okay.
So if Steph Curry goes down for a full year, are you saying they're going to be in the play-in or they're making the playoffs? And they just got Clay and Draymond?
I mean, it's just. I mean, they'll also probably
Also,
have
Wiseman
Wiseman
went
coming
down as
back.
well.
That's what I'm saying. They'll probably have Wiseman coming back. I probably think they would be probably still contending for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
With Clay and with Steph being down, bro. I think I feel like with that team, how it's constructed,
Are they
Clay
winning
and
the,
Steph
are they
are
winning the,
interchangeable.
are they winning the
Like,
championship?
they're interchangeable in a sense, but
Are they winning the championship?
maybe
No.
not. But I doubt
No.
they'll be in a situation where they're in the play-in.
Okay, so whether Dame is not winning the championship, but if Clay had a team by itself, Clay ain't winning the championship either.
This isn't.
Here's the reason why. I don't think it's that big
That's
of
what
a
I'm saying.
difference to say,
There's
oh,
no
I would take
difference
Clay.
between- That's why we're saying there wouldn't be a difference. That's you're
You're
strengthening
literally strengthening our point.
The crazy thing is y'all are
My thing is, the
completely
only-
dismissing Andrew Wiggins.
Exactly. We out here to say Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins be balling.
Yeah, let's go over to the next topic because we've been on this one for a hot minute.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about my boy Russ going to the Lakers. The Lake Show.
What? Excuse.
What you got to, bro? Good. Let's go.
No,
ahead.
matter
All
of
this
fact,
slander,
we're gonna start with Ryan.
bro. What's
Ryan,
up with all this
what's
slander
your
you got?
what was your take? What's your take on
Let's
here
hear
in the
slander
news?
you got, bro. Here's
All right, so I mean, it's for me, it's okay. I don't think it's necessarily like a bad move for the Lakers. I do say they gave up a lot of size
Mhm.
in this trade. My biggest thing in this is Russ is like the first MVP to what is it? They say have been traded in 3 consecutive seasons.
Mhm.
That's in this situation. I'm looking at Russ and I need him, and I'm trying to get like because okay, he's coming from a situation in Washington where I mean he gets there and he knows that it's Bradley Beal's team. It's like he's already been there. This is my team. Everybody else is gone. This is my squad.
Yep.
And he's the number 2 option. In this situation, going to LA, he's going to have to be comfortable being number 3. And
That's why I
I have
disagree.
a hard time thinking that Russ is going to be comfortable like being in that role. Now, if they use him in a way where like he can pretty much run the second unit and get the shots that he wants,
Mhm.
then okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, then okay. But to have him in that role, I think that in a situation, it's almost in a situation like, do they still have Schroeder?
No,
Okay, so
Dennis is gonna be gone.
he's gonna be gone.
so you have to start, and
So-
it's
But this is where I disagree with you. Why has he got to be number 3?
what do you mean? Why?
I understand why you was asked that question. Like, what do you mean why? But why does he have to be number 3? I think LeBron at this point of his career understands what the situation is. I think LeBron understands that I'm still going to be able to get my buckets. I'm not going to drop 30 a game or 28 a game or 27 a game no more. I could be comfortable dropping 20.
I'm tired of playing 38, 40 minutes a game.
We know Anthony Davis is going to get his buckets. I think in this scenario, because also we know how LeBron do with players he play with, no matter if it's Bowie Gibson or Norris Cole or Mario Chalmers. You know what I'm saying? We know what he do with these players. That's what them players. When he was with Bosch and when he was with Wade, obviously we know how that went down. We know as the Miami Heat fans on the set. But the thing is that was when LeBron was in his absolute prime and he wanted to be the dude. LeBron already is showing that he's willing to hand the team over to Anthony Davis.
I mean, that's a player that's clearly like Anthony Davis is just when you look at Anthony Davis from a size and like
Skill set
perspective,
Mhm.
he's an anomaly. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
This is true.
he's a footer that can dribble, that can cross over, that like it's
So is Russ. Russ is an anomaly.
in what way? Like the fact that he can triple double.
I mean, who's done what he's done?
Smitty, how you feeling about this, brother?
I think LeBron is chasing a legacy of championships because he's got to catch and beat Jordan. And this was the best thing that he could add. I think that both of those guys are really the same player. I don't think AD's ready to take over being the man because he was the man in New Orleans and he left there. And like to compare them to the Heat is totally different because the guys they had around them, the Shane Battiers and the Ray Allens and the Udonis Haslems, the Lakers don't have. And that's just my opinion. I am not a big LeBron fan, but I respect what he does very much.
Mhm.
But because of social media, he has a lot of pressure on him to outpass Jordan. And that's just kind of how I feel. But I don't think that Russ is the answer because, like, both of those dudes are like Russ gets 10 assists a game. He gets a triple double. LeBron gets a triple double. But like both of the Russ passes different than LeBron. Like Russ passes for assist. LeBron passes because it's the right play.
Yep.
And you're gonna take a point guard on now who's only gonna pass the ball when it's going to get him an assist, or LeBron's going to play the point and Russ is going to sit on the side. Russ did play with James Harden. It didn't work out that well. They had a squad in Houston.
Right. That's the point I'm making. Like, it's
so I mean, I love Russ. I like Russ's
Did he
game.
get a second round of the playoffs?
Who?
Or was that the third round?
Who?
No, second round.
Second.
Rockets.
Second.
They were up 3 or 2-0 and lost. You talking about the Rockets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were up 2-0 and lost.
And that's the thing that scares me with Russ. When games are close, Russ puts blinders on. Like, it's like, all right, the game closed. I'm about to just take over. Like, and I'm like, you can't do that.
Out of everything everybody said, that's the only thing I'll agree with.
If Russ has enough respect for LeBron to let LeBron do the late game things, they'll be fine.
Be successful, right? That's the thing.
But Russ is, I mean, I love Russ, but he's a very selfish player. Like, he's going to get his.
See, and this is where I think we have to start factoring in the maturity of a player.
Yeah.
How does a player mature? And in certain scenarios, when the player, is then presented with new scenarios, like Russ goes to a place where LeBron is LeBron, AD is AD. How well does he fit in there? How well will he adjust? Because I think Bron is going to be the one, because he's going to be 100% honest. I think Russ respects LeBron. I think he respects his game. You know what I mean? Also, he has to also respect that LeBron has now done 2 big threes.
Yeah.
And LeBron knows the quote unquote formula to make it successful. And also, that going back to what my point is like, I think LeBron isn't out here trying to score 30 points anymore. Like, I don't think that's his goal. I think his goal is to get 20, get his assist up, obviously get some rebounds. With him assisting to a guy like Russ, that's a big acquisition. With Russ, then you know how with Russ, like you said, Smitty, Russ gonna be out here trying to get his numbers just to pad his stats. Well, LeBron is a hell of an off ball player as well. So Russ gonna get, like, they both can get their assist off each other, and then add in AD. You see what I'm saying? I think it can potentially work. Obviously, on paper, it doesn't look like, because Russ and LeBron are kind of the same-ish player.
Mm-hmm.
They just need some shooters to spread it out.
Yep. But the thing that I like about Russ going there is Russ can get you a bucket or get to the line.
Yeah.
And that was something that they desperately needed last year.
Yeah.
They kept putting Kuzma on the court.
Yeah.
And Kuzma couldn't do a damn thing. Kuzma can get his shot. He couldn't make his shot.
Yeah.
KCP was
consistency, bro.
either red hot or ice cold. And he was ice cold a lot more than he was red hot.
Especially in the playoffs.
Like,
so
if they sign one like
this is what I want to say
average dude that can shoot threes,
yeah.
They're gonna be in the finals.
You know what I'm saying? So my opinion about it, I kind of think the Russ is selfish thing is a little outdated. I think people are thinking about a couple of seasons ago when they say things like that. I can definitely say at one point in time he was a selfish player, but his teammates has attest to it. Like, I still haven't heard any one of his teammates come out and said that Russ was a selfish player or that he was stat padding. Of course, you can say that's my teammates. They're supposed to defend you.
Yep.
But when you post a 30-point, 10 rebound, 20 assist game, I don't think that's stat padding, because I watched Russell Westbrook games in Washington
one
this
person
year.
that he did have as a teammate that didn't really say anything. He hasn't said it, but he's implied it is KD.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's an outdated Russ. How many seasons ago was that? How long ago was that? If you've seen Russ play this year with the Washington Wizards, you don't have 20 assists by like forcing assists. No, he was throwing the ball to these boys, and so one of the boy I forgot. I don't remember his name, but the boy developed. The boy was balling in the playoffs.
Roy Hachimura.
Yes, Hashimura for sure.
Mhm.
That's the boy. Because I remember watching him in the middle of the season.
Mhm.
He was not the player he was
Exactly.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So Russ helps develop players, and if you look at the players that play with Russ, they have one of the best statistical seasons when they play with him.
Hence the reason why I
Oh,
said
yeah.
that I don't have a problem with this, because you can also look at players that play with LeBron, and you can say this practically the same thing.
Absolutely.
So if you got two on your squad that
That's
both
what
of
I'm
them
saying.
are, let's be real, both of them are getting up in age.
For sure.
They can help each other.
For sure. And Russ can learn from LeBron about the end part of the game. Like
It-
that's the part I agree with.
Mhm.
Late ball game decisions.
Has always been his kryptonite.
But that's what I'm saying. Like LeBron's gonna have to break that, and
It's not going to be a break, and it's going to be a learning, bro. They're going to learn.
It's
Russ
going to
wants
be.
learn.
It's going to
They
be.
met-
It's going to be Wade teaching LeBron,
Right now, Bron is teaching. Now, Bron is teaching Russ.
passing it down, passing it
'Cause if
on.
Russ learns that and increases
he-
working
it's
on his
IQ.
3-point shot,
Yeah.
Mhm.
if he increases his IQ and get past his stubbornness and grows,
That's the main thing.
like bro,
Like,
it's a wrap, bro.
That's what I need. I'm saying, like, bro, Russ is 31.
And
That's-
his
that's
energy,
the point
bro,
I'm making. Like, that's the
Especially
reason
late
why
in
I'm saying,
games
like,
when people try to take
don't
over the
have this
momentum.
guy hard. That's the
Bro,
point I'm
don't let
making.
Russ-
Like, he's 31. Like, that's the point I'm making. Like, I know
You
old
do have
habits die
injury.
hard.
The other part is you do have injury concerns, and he's going to need time off because of his knees. So that's the other part.
Okay.
That's-
I think it's an intriguing move. Like this is like, it's kind of like the Nets move from last year, man. Like that's how I feel about this move this year.
Yeah, but
And I just want to see. I want to see how it, kind of like I said last year with the Nets. I said I want to see how they gel. I want to see how they gel playing alongside each other. The problem was that we never got to see them play alongside each other.
right,
You know,
right,
like it was always somebody out,
right.
and
was always hurt.
so
And
they
then
were
you
never
do-
going to
you do
develop.
got that problem. You might have that problem next year with AD. Is he going to come back healthy, bro?
I don't think any of them have to play as hard, as physically hard, with all of them on the court.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say
they
that.
can definitely.
I'm not gonna say that, and I'm just gonna say that
Because
just
certain
because-
times, certain people gonna be hot.
That
Yeah.
too, but dog, like I'm still. You gotta think, bro. Still at the same time,
Russ is coming home, by the way.
yeah, that's what's up. But listen, this is what I'm saying. All right, so back to when I think about the Heat, and this is my last thing I'm gonna say about it. So like back to when I think about the Heat when we had LeBron.
Right.
Like at the time we had LeBron, Wade, Bosh.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the team after that was kind of skept. Like it's like you got, you know what I'm saying?
James
Like
Jones,
it was like
And guys wasn't sketchy, bro.
Shane,
Yeah,
Shane
Swan.
Bro,
Battier,
Mike Miller.
Mike
was
Miller.
34.
I know he had back problems,
Like, bro,
but
Bro,
that-
like-
bro, that man would hobble down
Like-
the court with holding his back
bro,
with a
he hit
shoe off.
6 threes and a half
With a
one
shoe
time.
off.
He-
He had one job.
that's all he could
Catch
do.
and shoot.
He wasn't defending
Exactly.
Y'all had
nobody.
Battier,
Like, bro, okay.
Ray Allen.
They were all old pieces, bro. Like you
They were no, they because they were all on vet.
32 plus,
They were all
bro.
on vet
Like,
minimums.
Right.
They were all on vet minimums,
They
bro.
were all like
Chalmers. What's
I
little
hated
cuz?
Norris Cole.
Norris Cole.
I know.
I like Norris Cole more than I like Chalmers. to be
Me
honest
too,
with
Bro,
you.
y'all had
I was
little-
like, why don't you just start Norris, bro?
Bro, for real.
Y'all are tripping. Mario was a dog.
I hated Mario.
Mario was
Cole.
inconsistent.
This man literally won Kansas a national championship.
Oh no,
In
he did
college,
that.
yeah,
He did
I liked
that.
him in college.
And I
But, like,
and I agree with you in college.
but once he came to the Heat, it was
Woo!
kind of like, what the fuck?
Look, it was a tough scenario for a young boy to come into, man.
It was.
Y'all
I
had
give you that. I
Bro,
give you that.
Y'all had a
But
squad.
listen, this is the point I'm making.
We did.
So like,
I don't know what I don't know what he's talking about, bro.
we didn't.
What is he talking about, y'all?
Other than
Y'all
our
had
three,
a squad.
how?
Your own fan, your
That's
own
a
boy,
squad,
your own
bro. All these people's on vet minimums.
bro. Y'all had a squad, bro. The Heatles, they was called the Heatles for a reason.
Bro, no.
When y'all had Birdman,
Bro, you name it.
Birdman
These is
was
role
balling,
players,
bro.
Bro, hold up.
come on,
What
bro.
you not gonna do is
These
then just
role
like
players,
throw
man.
Birdman
Bro,
in there like
Birdman was
Birdman
playing
was some
defense for
beast.
y'all, bro.
You act like
Birdman was that dude
like
for
the
y'all. He
players
was
that
y'all
we
like
were getting,
Dennis Rodman
the
wild
only
dude.
player that we got,
He was like,
He was our what?
he was your wild boy.
Did you? No. I want you to say the name again.
Okay, maybe he wasn't Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Like,
Yo,
Hey,
Smitty,
wait,
this is
wait,
what we be
hey.
going through with him, though, man. Why he got to go that far? Because he be staying on this. He stay on his take so much.
Bro,
I know.
player I can say that you say that we acquired that was a superstar that I can say like was real that really mattered was Ray Allen. That mattered.
That's all I'm about to say.
That
right?
mattered. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Old Ray, new like
broken
bro,
down
Ray.
Mike Miller,
Hold up.
Shane Battier at
No.
33. Like,
No, hold
yeah,
up.
I'm not
Hold
gonna
up.
sit here
This
and
one,
say that these
no.
were
Wait a
pieces,
minute.
bro, that was
Because when we talk about Shane Battier, he hit his threes every now and then.
corner three.
He hit his threes every now and
played
then.
D for y'all.
But that man would
Defense.
take a charge from anybody.
Bro, he was a
He
defensive
would.
guy, bro.
But this is the thing. I'm saying that's a role player type thing.
Well,
But this is the point I'm making.
you
Let's
got it,
move
bro.
on. With
Let's
the
move
thing-
on.
Shaq was on that team.
That's not my point. I'm saying the thing with the Lakers getting those three players, with them trading those pieces, it really depends on what they get in free agency and coming up. That's really because like with what they have now left, like the shell of the team, because you gotta think they don't have Drummond, he's a free agent, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
They're bringing in JJ Redick.
they traded Harrell. So like what you got, Marc Gasol?
Marc Gasol, the starter at center.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got Marc Gasol as your starter, and
Marc Gasol still there?
yeah, he'll still be there. But I'm
I
saying
thought
like
he-
everybody, the rest of the team is decimated. It just really
Bro, what
depends
about
on what
Kevin
y'all
Love,
get.
bro? They talking about
It really just depends on what they get. That's really what it boils down to. Like it can
Andrew
work.
Bogut and JaVale McGee.
It depends on
or
what they
get
get.
Dwight back.
It really depends on what they get in free agency.
They'll be able to build.
Oh, we was talking about the Heat,
Mm-hmm.
and there's rumblings about Dame possibly getting traded there. He put out there how he loved playing with a athletic big man, and him and Bam been building connections.
Captain of America.
Hey, Smitty, what you think about that? What you think will happen if what would that do for the East if Dame goes to the Heat?
I'll be honest. I don't think Dame's going to leave Portland. I think he's a very, very loyal guy. And whatever he's doing is trying to recruit people to Portland. If he goes to the East and goes there and plays with them, I don't think they're any better. I really don't. Because I think that,
I mean,
I like Jimmy Buckets a lot. You got a defender and a guy who can play both ways. Tyler Hero's young and up and coming. You got Bam. They need pieces, but Dame is not the piece that I think that they need. And I think that for them, and as a Boston fan, like we have to look like 2 years down the road. The Nets got the shit on lock. Milwaukee got it on lock for now. But to build around a team, you have to look further. Like the Lakers aren't going to be here forever. So what are you building around? What is your end goal? You want to win now, or you want to build and win consistently?
Oh yeah, you wild. Hold on, Tay. I'm about to slap the hell out of this nigga.
Butler is a role player. He's a dude. Like I love Jimmy Buckets.
Hey, I
One of my
disagree
favorite
with you
players.
on
Not a
that, bro,
role player,
Smitty. Like
bro.
if they get Dame, that means they got Dame and the trade packages that he was talking about. They would have Dame, Jimmy, Bam still. You still got
Duncan Robinson. Kendrick Nunn.
You still got Kendrick Nunn.
No, Kendrick Nunn.
No,
was a
Kendrick
beast.
Nunn.
Kendrick Nunn was the one that I said they had to trade the picks and stuff.
Okay.
I think that's the one that's going to go by. If Portland get draft picks and them players, they ain't going to trade straight up. If they can get all that,
That was a 3-team trade though.
I know.
That 3-team trade is probably the one that's going to work.
Porzingis went out of Maverick or went out of
That's
Dallas.
why I think that's the one that will work.
That's what I'm saying. You getting
But
rid
if-
of none.
No,
The only thing the East needs to worry about right now is can Bam guard Antetokounmpo, or can you have Bam to guard KD, buckets, and can Dame guard Kyrie? That's the East right now.
Nobody can guard Kyrie.
I agree.
But nobody can guard Dame.
Somebody tell Ryan the Heat's a bum.
France didn't have no problem, did they?
You seen what happened to
They
your
can hand
teams.
check, bro.
Look, man.
He shoots too much. You can't have a whole bunch of shooters, bro. You gotta have a like a team.
See, I can somewhat agree with that statement. But I still think we're better with Dame. Like there is no way we cannot be better.
I mean, our point guards without
Y'all
Dame
top 3 in
are
the East.
yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, it'll be an upgrade for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
No team
Gordon-
doesn't want
Gordon
Dame
Dragic
Lillard.
34. I mean,
Yeah, Dragic or Dame. Give me Dame.
but the pieces that we say we would lose wouldn't really be anything. It'll be we would lose.
They paid Gorgon a ton of money.
Well, they got to come back next
Yeah.
year. They got the ass in home.
I actually like him too as a point guard, but he's a true point guard, which is non-existent in the NBA. So
this man said it don't matter who in the East. The Nets in 4.
They just got rid of Shamit.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of with Smitty though, man. Like I don't think Dame's leaving. There's no way Dame's leaving, bro. Like I would love for him to come to the Heat. Like
He ain't going to the Heat. That's
I mean, we
probably
getting
what's
one or
like
two. I feel like the Heater, like, I'm not gonna ever discredit or like, I'm not gonna lowball Pat because I just know who he is, bro. Like, Pat he gonna get somebody.
Dame gonna get traded, but he ain't going to the Heat.
He gonna get somebody, whether it's
hold up. Did we not just play the Lakers in the finals?
yeah, I believe so.
Didn't we just play them in the finals?
I mean, he's biased. I mean, his team the year before that was the Lakers, and now he's a Brooklyn fan. I mean, you really can't. We can't respect his opinion. Like, he doesn't have a true team. Like,
Tay, don't let him talk about you like that, bro.
Yeah, man. Definitely be interested. What? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say, like, we talking about trades and everything. Like Ben Simmons, they talking about they want a James Harden like trade for Ben Simmons.
oh fuck. For what?
No, y'all should have did that last year. That was the time y'all should have did it. Y'all a year too early, or a year too late.
You're too late. Yeah.
Y'all way too late.
Right, Marcus is nigga on crack, ain't he?
It's a crack. Y'all niggas over here doing niggas trying to get trades in the game plan.
yo, what should have happened is they should have done a 3-way trade. LA should have got Ben Simmons, and then the 76ers should have got Russ.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a fair trade all around, and Ben Simmons would have been perfect for the Lakers, and Russ would fit in real good with the 76ers. That's my opinion.
It's not a bad little trade proposition he had there. I think Ben Simmons on the Lakers is a lot better than Ben Simmons on the 76ers.
So you say Russ with Embiid?
Oh, you see what?
No,
you
Russ
see
with
what I'm
the
saying?
76ers.
Look,
Bro,
Russ is the button.
Bro, you just disrespectful right now, bro.
what's wrong? with this?
You just disrespectful right now, bro.
I told you.
Who's your favorite player, Tay? Who's your favorite player?
Or leave the league.
KD. I'll say something.
KD Raw.
KD also about to go out here and win a gold medal with the Olympic team.
Bro, he better win that bitch.
Damn it. You know,
Facts.
yeah, no, first of all, there's no way you can look at Ben Simmons' production in the playoffs this year
And demand James Harden.
and demand James Harden
Fuck the
type
playoffs.
trades.
I'm not doing it just off the fact that nigga ain't got no jump shot. Like, you can't. You're not about to get me traded. What? Like, bro. Like, other than bro, nah. I'm sorry. I can't. Because like, is it really even fair that he calls himself a point guard? Because like, literally, he don't even like do anything
I thought
around
he was
the
a power
perimeter.
forward
Oh, that's what he says he is
or a
now.
point forward or
Who?
something.
I don't
Ben,
know.
yeah,
Okay,
point guard.
that was his position when he got drafted.
Brain. I mean, I know he bring up the ball, but
I mean, he actually is a point guard.
Yeah.
for real,
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
like, bro. I'm not trading.
I thought he was a point forward, bro.
He can distribute the ball, but like, who can't get you into your offense?
They moved that man to power forward one
That's
time.
what I'm
Right,
saying. I'm like,
right.
I'm not giving you a.
Right.
Am I tripping? Didn't they move him to power
Yeah,
forward?
I
one
mean,
time?
that's
I mean-
the only thing you agree with. I
Yeah.
don't like them. I think
Yeah,
Ben's
I think Ben is a certified bum, but he's the most overrated certified bum. Like
Bro,
everybody-
All-Star game last year.
like how are you an all-star player? You're not an all-star player.
I mean, you're.
I don't know.
You're not an all-star
You
player.
got to think if you're
Well,
point
yeah, you
guard,
can't
if you're
play like
point
that in
guard
the
on the
playoffs.
team.
You
Think about the rest
Man
of the
dropped
roster
4
construction.
points,
Yeah, bro,
5
you can't-
points
Yeah, you can't
in
play like
playoff
that.
games.
Yeah, you can't play like that.
And
What
then
is
they
it?
go,
He's 6'10".
That nigga's
and then
not
they
gonna
had the audacity to say some ridiculous shit like give me James Harden type deals. What would you say? Is it
crack?
is it crack?
It gotta
Is it
be.
cocaine? Is it meth?
It's-
PCP.
PCP, LSD?
LSD. I think it's the acid, bro.
Jesus,
I think that's what it is.
man, what in the bro? Who the hell do you think you are to come at me with that bullshit? That bullshit of a proposition. You're gonna have to give us the same thing they gave to get James Harden. What?
I guarantee you, as soon as they read that, every team in the league say, "Shit, keep."
Keep his ass.
Might
like,
as well.
shit, keep.
I might as well.
Exactly what they said.
And they said he ain't been responding to none of their messages since the end of the season.
They gonna end up just firing my man. Like, hey, bro,
Released.
hey, bro, your
Yeah,
access
messed
card,
up.
your access card don't work anymore. You know, you can't get into team buildings.
That's messed up. But nah, bro. What y'all think about Bradley Beal? They talking about Bradley Beal might be requesting a trade because Russ is gone. So you think he's gonna like? I don't know if Bradley.
Honestly, that's the thing.
I
The
thought
reason
Bradley
said-
was going.
The reason I said that
I like Bradley better than Russ going there, bro.
The
Agreed.
reason that I said that he might stay.
I like that way
Yep.
better.
I think that if Bradley Beal does go somewhere, I think it is Miami because he was already linked to us. Like we was already in the process of trying to get him
So
anyway.
you're about to get Dame and
But
Bradley.
listen, no, I'm saying if we don't get that,
If we can get one or the other, brother, why you got to be both?
right? I'm saying
They
it'd be
would.
one or the other. But
They would.
but in the sense, the reason why, in that sense, I don't feel
You
like
giving up Jimmy, bro.
Nah. I think that I think that in a situation, I can see him staying too. At the same time, now for what they got in the
Really?
haul for Russ,
Ooh,
they got Montrezl Harrell,
Ooh.
Kuzma, still got Hachimura.
Bradley to the Warriors. They got a lot of draft.
They
They got
got
a lot of draft capital.
where is he gonna start at?
You can move Clay down
Three.
to the small forward or move him to the 3.
You can move Clay to a small forward
Because
and get away with it. You can
but
get
even
away
the
with it.
team that he has, like if he was to stay, it would be
I would move Clay
actually
to
a
small
decent
forward.
team. It wouldn't be a bad team,
Yeah, I would move Clay to small forward easy.
and then he could still get pieces from free agency. So yeah, I don't think that would be a bad pickup. Like what he got
Bradley
right now.
shooting guard.
That man said, off the bench. Boy, you imagine that boy Bradley Beal come off the bench?
No,
Hell no.
Yo, can he just log the fuck off? Like, he's fucking bugging. Like, the man.
I think Bradley Beal balls off of
Like, are
Only
you
reason,
Beal?
only reason Steph
and
won-
what's required of him versus West does things for him. I think Bradley Beal can fit in any system.
Yep,
this man?
I agree.
He's a baller. He understands the game. Russ is getting his.
Yep.
You could put Bradley Beal on any team.
Don't post no more of this nigga comments. Like he's done. Like,
That man put you on timeout, fam. Like what?
Yeah, not off the bench. Bradley Beal ain't coming off the
what are you
bench.
talking about? Like,
6th man of the year, brother.
when you
that
was
man
just
almost
top,
won the
we
scoring
was just
title.
top 2 in scoring. Like, what the hell? Like, nah,
Like, bro, like the last couple of games, Bradley Beal was hurt, so he couldn't play, and then Steph kept playing, and that's how Steph won it.
bro. Yeah, bro. He's
He had
not
like
coming off the
31
bench.
points. He averaged like 31 points this year. Oh yeah, guess who he played with? Russell Westbrook.
Bro.
Wait. I'm not. I know you didn't just sit here and try to say that Russell Westbrook made him a better scorer to the point that he got the 31 because he played with Russell
What does
Westbrook.
that have to do with
Hey,
your
he's-
knowledge?
He's a scorer at the. He's always been up there in
Bro, I'm just saying
scoring.
he had his best season. Though.
I want to throw something at him. I swear. I want. Like, why are you
He
correlating?
did have his best season though. Same thing happened to Paul George. He had his best season, averaged 28 points.
You can pull out.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yo, so how you feeling about Bill, man? He said my man said Smitty said that Bradley Bill can fit in anywhere, which is true.
That's
Like,
a fact.
no matter where. You know what I mean?
Smitty, where would you want him to go? You see him in Boston?
I mean, I'd love him in Boston, but I don't see him going there. Honestly, I think he's going to stay in Washington at this point.
That's what I'm saying. The pieces that they got are decent. Like that's an upgrade from what he had. Like they got a haul for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like for everybody who plays in the league right now, you have to decide you want to get money or do you want to get a championship?
Right.
And for Bradley
KCP
Bill,
starting?
what do they have at shooting guard or other than Bradley? They probably put KCP at point.
the Wizards?
Montrezl Harrell starting?
What's up, Smith?
You said the Wizards?
Star.
Yeah, the Wizards.
They don't have a whole lot. They got a young core. They got a bunch of draft picks. They're trying to build around him. I'm sure that's what they told him. I mean,
I don't know if I'm staying, bro.
I think markets are weird. Markets are very weird right now. Like LA is a huge market. Miami's a big market for like people to get money. And I mean, Boston has a hell of a core, but they can't recruit nobody to come play for them. We was on the KD train. We was on the AD train. We was on the LeBron train when he was trying to leave Miami. Nobody. The sales tax in Boston is crazy high. The market is crazy high. And these are things that their agents are telling them to take into account. And so, do you want to win ASAP or do you want to get money? And that's kind of what these guys got to decide.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've seen the guys that want to win.
Mm-hmm.
They did the same thing in Miami. Ray Allen, Shane Battier, all those veterans you're talking about that took the league minimum, they won a championship. They'll do the same thing in LA.
They did. I can't lie to that.
But
They did.
to be like
Yeah.
the guy, all-star every year, best player in the league type stuff. I mean, I feel like Bradley's comfortable where he's at. Unless he decides he wants to win. So
Yeah. Yeah, no. See, he trying this. I don't know why they trying this today.
I tried you. I'm just saying that's what it is, bro. It's money. It's all money.
He talking about Tay, the dude.
Oh.
He talking about
No. We was trying not to laugh while my man Smitty was sitting here giving his take. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm gonna do? Laugh all over this man's take? That ain't appropriate. You know what I'm saying?
I won't be mad. I promise you.
Chase,
yeah, bro.
let's go.
Yeah, bro. So let's slide over to the NFL.
Yes, sir.
Some crazy things happening.
Mhm.
Aaron Rodgers shows up this week, and they wind up trading for Randall Cobb. They gave him a $10 million deal.
Okay.
How you
Westbrook?
Mhm.
how you feel, Smitty, about Aaron? Nah, let me talk to my boy ST about this one real quick.
Okay.
How you feel about A-Rod coming in? Did you see his press conference? You see anything from a press conference?
I have not seen the press conference. I've been kind of unplugged.
He was pretty transparent, like, and they asked everything, and he came from the heart, bro.
He kept it G.
He kept it up, buck.
Okay.
Kept it a buck.
I'm gonna have to go check this out.
Yeah, he kept it a beam, but yeah, bro. But they got Randall Cobb back. They got Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is there.
Right.
They got Aaron Jones. They still got Valdez Scantling. They drafted Amari Rogers from Clemson.
Yep.
So you got him back in Randall.
Yep.
So how you feel about them? You think they can be a threat?
I think that coming from an offensive coordinator perspective, if you're not listening to your quarterback, you ain't doing anything right.
That's right.
And the man wanted weapons. They went and drafted a quarterback last year. Basically, like, hey, here's a dude that's gonna replace you. Playing quarterback is all about confidence.
Yep.
And so adding, like, I don't feel like what he said in his press conference is wrong. He did a lot of wrong things in the offseason. And that was his fault for not communicating. And it's also on the OC or the GM or the head coach or whoever. Like, if you don't talk to your quarterback, bro, you're never right.
That's
your offense revolves around your quarterback. So you put weapons around him. You want him to be successful. And that's all you can ask. And so, he held out to make them make a move. And now, since that happened, everything he's doing is 100% what I believe in as an OC, but I would have never let it get to that level. But like, build around your quarterback, because you can have 20 receivers. If you can't throw in the ball, it don't mean nothing. And so, they were 2 games away from the playoffs, 1 game away from the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he probably should have ran the ball, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. He definitely should have ran the ball.
But, his receiving core was not good last year.
No, not.
And
Devontae,
all the man asked for was to have input or be a part of the process. And I feel like as an OC, if you don't communicate with your quarterback on a daily basis and y'all aren't on the same page, it really don't mean shit.
Yep.
So I have respect for what Aaron Rodgers has done or is doing now, but not the way he went about it. But I also don't have respect for the Packers organization about how they went about it. I think that, adding Randall Cobb is a huge step for them. They showed him, hey, we're going to pay somebody that shouldn't be paid. I love Randall Cobb, but he's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shouldn't get 10 mil.
Nope.
But they're showing him, hey, we messed up. So kind of feel that, like, hopefully they can fix that bridge and that Packers team could have a good another 3 or 4 years in them. And, after that, it is what it is. But that he will, by the time that 3 or 4 years runs out, his prime will be kind of surpassed. And if he's still the GOAT or a top 3 quarterback, then he can continue to do what he does, and they should respect his opinion. The Saints did it.
Smitty.
Yo,
he restructured his contract.
I know, 2 years.
Nah, he's a free agent after this year.
Oh, well, they're either going to pay him or
this is why he really, while this looks great that he's coming back, he put them in a position, he put them in a situation that I don't know if they were prepared for.
So now you got to go to Jordan Love.
You got to trade him.
He did a
right now.
Oh yeah,
and it's unfortunate because Smitty, I'm kind of with you in my heart of heart. I wouldn't trade him, but also at the same time, if that man walks and you get absolutely nothing for him at the end of this year,
right?
You look the biggest idiots ever.
No, you won't. You got a first round top 5 draft pick. Now, if Trey Lance is not that dude, then fine. But you have to remember, they're coming from Brett Favre.
Oh, no.
Jordan Love.
Oh, yeah. Jordan Love, yeah. I'm sorry. But they drafted a top 5 draft pick. That's a quarterback that they believe in.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the Brett Favre era, they did the same thing.
But that's what I think that he's trying to disrupt. Okay, because like Brett Favre he didn't feel like he was ready to leave Green Bay, but they brought in Aaron. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, all right, it's Aaron's team. We gonna trade you. Aaron, like, y'all not finna
Y'all
dictate
not about to
this like
dictate
y'all
this.
dictated Brett. I'm not Brett. Like
Oh,
y'all did that to Brett,
It's
but
a
y'all not gonna do that
different
to
time.
me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I'm gonna control how I leave.
I just
here.
won the MVP.
As much as Aaron Rodgers was able to see to understand how Jordan Love felt coming into this scenario, he also was able to see how they did Brett Favre and that at that point in time.
Right.
So just as much as he was able to know how it is to be the young guy coming in, he also has at least the visual of what this organization will do when it's time to move. And he's, like you said, he's disrupted in this scenario. That's why I said he put them in a position.
He said he put a monkey wrench in the plan.
Exactly. And so yeah, like what you want to do.
Honestly, I feel like the Packers are the one who's in a win-win situation because what they're gonna do is build around Aaron Rodgers because he forced their hand, and then if it doesn't work out, you got Bryce Love, and you got a whole bunch of
Jordan
people
Love.
around him. And I feel like, you know, the whole Brett Favre thing, like you said, like it influenced him in a way like they're gonna let me go, but at the end of the day, nobody knows what you're getting in the next quarterback. Like, are you gonna like when they let Brett Favre go? They didn't know Aaron Rodgers was gonna be this damn good.
Yeah.
So when they let him go, they had pieces all around Aaron Rodgers. They continued to build their franchise. The Packers know what they're doing. They're not dumb.
Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson, Donald Driver, James Jones.
They're not a dumb franchise. Now, if you would have said that the Redskins were doing this or the Washington football team, I'd be like, okay, yeah, let him go or trade him or whatever. But you're building around something. You're building a franchise, not a player.
And this is why,
And
but see, that's exactly why I say Green Bay. He put them in a position, and they have to do the right thing.
Yeah, you got to trade him.
And the right thing is to trade him because, like you said, you have to put pieces around. You want to have pieces around your young guy when it's time for him to give him the reins, right? Well, we're gonna start you off with Devontae and Amari Rodgers, and we're gonna give you Randall Cobb. We also about to get mad draft picks.
Yeah.
For Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Going
at least
in,
3 first-round picks.
Exactly. Whatever the compensation is, it's gonna be great for Aaron Rodgers, no matter what, right? So
and probably they starting quarterback.
And so let's think about this. So where would you place Aaron Rodgers if he was to be traded?
Broncos is probably.
where would I place him?
Broncos, Raiders.
Broncos,
Raiders,
Bears.
I don't know about the Bears because they got Justin now.
Shit. You gonna play Justin or you gonna play with a known commodity?
I mean, honestly,
Paying him too.
You'll trade him.
I got the answer for y'all, by the way.
Saints.
That was nasty.
That was one, but you know what? I'm gonna give you the sleeper one.
Steelers.
I'm gonna give you the sleeper one. You're gonna look at me stupid too. You're gonna look at me stupid too.
The Titans is my sleeper team.
The Falcons. You give them, you trade them to the Falcons.
They win the ship.
Now let's think about it.
Bro, what? Do you see that team?
Do you not know how stacked that Falcons offense is? The Packers haven't had defense forever.
Their defense was straight. Like
That defense be okay.
yeah, it's not even.
They did no.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers needs a great offense. I think he needs a great defense. And also he needs a division he can win easily.
Yeah, if you go to the Broncos,
Yeah. Or I can do my fantasy booking where I have Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in the same division.
talking about with the Falcons.
Aaron Rodgers can't recruit like Tom Brady can, bro.
He don't have to recruit. All he has to do is have. All he has to do is have Calvin
he'll,
Ridley.
Trent
Kyle
Dilfer.
Pitts. I ain't even saying nothing else. He would have Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts. If you don't think Aaron Rodgers would make Kyle Pitts the number 1 tight end year 1,
But they ain't winning the ship.
Bro,
that ain't
I don't like. Just
You think Kyle Ridley's the number 1?
Kyle Pitts' skill set at like, bro, I don't know. He might like if he had Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, I could definitely see him being like the number 1 tight end.
Is Ridley a number 1 for you?
Say that. I didn't say you want to be the number.
Oh, it's Ridley a number 1 for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it without Julio.
Yeah.
He passed the test. He's not Juju. He could have definitely went to Juju status.
I think what separates him from that is like, I mean, because Juju is good with short intermediate routes.
No, Juju is good if he's not the primary focus.
He can run short routes. That's the thing, like, because he's a big body. But I'm saying, like, the thing with Calvin Ridley, he's a complete,
Juju's a deep threat.
I mean,
He's a slot though.
I'm saying like he can't.
Not an extra
right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like
Kyle Ridley is a true
put
slot.
him on the outside, and he will route your best corner.
Like he will get jammed because he weighs 150 pounds.
He will get jammed because he weighs.
I mean, if he's playing Jalen,
those are facts.
It depends.
Calvin Ridley still did his thing.
It depends
when
because sometimes those
yes,
smaller receivers, sometimes like when you miss that jam, it costs you.
Look,
oh yeah,
I look at it this way.
You can jam them.
T.Y. Hilton has lived in this NFL.
Yes, bro.
And being a top guy.
I think
ain't nobody concerned about the and Calvin got way more wiggle room than the damn T.Y.
I think Calvin can be better than T.Y.
Oh, yeah.
A lot better.
You're wrong, but
he's like, you're wrong.
You're definitely wrong. You're definitely wrong.
Bro, you don't think Calvin can be better than T.Y.?
Nah, I think I like Calvin a lot. Like, but T.Y. perfected it. He did it for a long time. Mm-hmm. It's not easy. I can tell you it's not easy. I mean, I like Calvin. I just don't think he's the number 1.
So who would you put him on? I mean, I know you won't put him on a level of like somebody like Keenan Allen, but like if you had to say he was on the level of somebody else, who would you put him on a level of?
Route running wise, I would definitely put him on the level of Keenan Allen. Okay. But like Keenan Allen can play anywhere on the field. Right. I don't think Calvin Ridley can do that. If I had to put him on a level of somebody, I would put him on like a I don't even know. Like, I really don't have it. Like, he's better than a lot of slots. I think he's a Stephon Diggs type dude. And I like Stephon Diggs a lot. Yeah, I like Jefferson, I like him a lot, too. The dude that's out in Minnesota from LSU. Yeah. But I think Calvin has played slot his whole life. And so, or at least at Alabama, that's what he played. So he's got a lot to learn about playing outside. The leverages are different. The way you do your things are different. And so to get over the top of a defense is totally different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, I love Calvin.
I'm taking Diggs over Ridley, though. I'm sorry.
I'm taking Diggs over Ridley, too.
Yeah. If I had to be 100% with you, and y'all probably ain't gonna like agree with it, and this is just me because I'm biased, and this was my old team, and I liked them. If it was me, in my opinion, I'm taking Robbie over
Roddy White.
No, Robbie Anderson.
Oh, Robbie Anderson. Okay, I like Robbie Anderson, but you saw what happened when he went from being the number 2 in the Jets to being the number 1 at the Panthers.
Right.
He got decent numbers, but like, I mean, he's not making those plays that continue to.
They still didn't have a running he still didn't have a running game of CM. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put that element in there, I think he would have been a lot more effective because he's a deep threat.
Ninja take.
Robbie is a dude that can take the head off. Calvin's a dude that can take the head off of a defense. But like, what are you gonna do in 3rd and 7?
Right.
Are those going to be the guys?
I got you there. And like, so
Pitts can be that guy for sure.
So let me ask a question.
Yes.
if you're Robbie Anderson, right, and you finally get away from Sam Darnold,
And you go back to Sam Darnold.
only for Sam Darnold to follow you to Carolina.
But honestly, I don't think that was his problem. I don't think because like really, Sam wanted to throw to Robbie. Like he was more successful throwing to Robbie than any other receiver. The issue was they didn't have like they had Adam Gase as a damn offensive coordinator, so it was kind of like
Okay.
okay, like it was either freelance. What you trying to
So
say?
being as somebody who
That's
drafted Jamison Crowder every year in my fantasy league, Robbie White is the head taker offer, and
Mhm.
Jamison Crowder is the route runner.
Route runner,
route.
Jameson Crowder gets you 10 catches a a game for 70 yards.
absolutely.
And then
Robbie
squeeze in a tutty every now and then. you
Yeah,
know?
Robbie gets you 4 catches, 100
for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah. And they didn't have that in Carolina. They don't have that right now.
I mean, him and DJ Moore can.
And they drafted somebody, I think.
What is it, Joe? I don't remember. But yo, I want to slide over to these Madden running back rankings,
Oh God, let me pull this up.
bro.
This is
So
blasphemy.
yo, I think it's a little bit of blasphemy on here. Just think trying to set me on fire. Um, So okay, so let's start from the bottom. Joe Mixon is at 88. Then it
Mhm.
goes Ezekiel Elliott 88.
Mhm.
Josh Jacobs 89.
Mhm.
Saquon Barkley 90. Aaron Jones at 91. Alvin Kamara 94. Dalvin Cook 95. Nick Chubb 96. Derrick Henry 96 and Christian McCaffrey 97.
Yo, pause. Wait a minute. Straight problems with the second, like the first and the second.
Yep.
Like you lost me because what?
And my
How
other
is Derrick
my,
Henry?
my other problem is how is Saquon down at 90, but Christian McCaffrey just came off a
Injury, right? And
injury
he had
too.
97. Like, bro, nah, bro.
Because Christian McCaffrey is proven in this league already.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's done it like 2-3 years.
yeah, like honestly, I think it's simply because he's a dual threat. And he really can't do that.
Saquon is too though.
I get that, but like
But yeah,
he's done it. Yeah, like like
it's like him and Alvin Kamara is like
he's legit gonna get like he's going to get 25 touches. Again. Like,
ETN gonna be up here soon.
Please don't let Shades be up here jinxing our player.
Joe Mixon, 88.
Okay,
That's a
so
little high for me. I mean, that's a little high for me. I
Mixon
think
be
like
ballin',
I
bro.
think like 85 is suitable.
No, bro. Mixon's
I
an
think
88 or
85 is
90
suitable.
guy.
so
I mean,
Come
no,
on,
you
bro.
vote for the Bengals and y'all was trash. Like, they don't like when you're like, dog. If any other team, like when it's like that and the teams are trash,
mhm.
they don't make the players with no. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, 85. Like,
Alvin Kamara is a 94 and Dalvin Cook is a 95.
I mean, put some respect on Aaron Jones too, because y'all act like Aaron Jones a whole. Like,
I think
he
Aaron
get
Jones
Nah,
he
he-
could
get like
be
a
a
90,
93.
Yeah,
like 93. For
I
I would
sure.
give
I don't even have
I would
any
give
issue with this.
Kamara a 96.
And I give Zeke a 86. Like, I'm not. Zeke,
Yeah,
Zeke definitely underwhelmed last year.
absolutely.
Like, so I'm not giving him as much credit as 86.
So I'm gonna say this about Zeke last year, and I mean, yes, he didn't play well last year. Dak down, and you got Andy Dalton as your quarterback. Anybody's gonna load the box up on you.
And their line was like hurt.
Anybody's gonna load the box
But
up
at the
on you.
same time, one thing that you can control is turnovers. As a
That's true.
quarterback.
No, that's
You know what I'm
absolutely
saying?
true.
Like, and that's why I said 86. I'm like, dog. Like, I know. I factor in
Yeah, he
everything
did
else.
fumble a lot, right? 4 or 5?
He definitely turned the ball over a lot last year. And that's why I kind of feel like I would give him an 86. I mean, it's not much of a drop off from the 88, but
Yeah, only thing I got a problem with is how is Christian above Derrick. He just ran for 2,000 yards. And why Saquon's at 90?
I mean, we
Saquon's not 90.
we just gonna act like Derrick Henry ain't the reason, like the actual Titans, like
Yeah.
Right.
Why Tannehill,
like,
Right.
why
We just
Tannehill is
gonna
a
act
top
like-
10 quarterback?
like we just gonna act like Derrick Henry ain't the reason. Like, all right.
Anybody missing off this list that y'all think that y'all can think of? I don't have a specific name. I'm just asking y'all.
I can't think of nobody.
This is running back, so
Okay.
As long as they got my boy Aaron Jones in there, I'm cool with it.
yeah,
Aaron
Josh
Jones been
Jacobs
getting
on there.
disrespected for a little minute.
For a hot minute. And all he does is continue to score touchdowns.
Hey, for real, bro.
Scores touchdowns. He's not the greatest at catching out of the backfield,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why they got Jamal
I
Williams
think
there too. You know what I mean?
Leonard Fournette should be up here, but not like he has proven it, but he's that type of talent.
Look,
Leonard Fournette
look,
should
Super
definitely
Bowl Lenny needs to be in this list.
Yeah.
I don't know about just the rest of the Leonard Fournette, but Super Bowl Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
But the Super Bowl should have jacked him up a couple spots, because I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
I was like, he came out in that Super Bowl and was like, this is what I've been waiting to do my whole life.
What about Jonathan Taylor?
That's the name I was thinking of.
And then another name that I kind of would say too, like, I mean, because he wasn't playing like no hoe either when he got to play. I would say he deserved to be 88. I would say Ronald Jones deserved to be 88.
No.
He wasn't told.
Not no 88.
Mixon was playing way better than Ronald Jones, bro. He was told sometimes for sure, but Mixon was balling, bro.
Not no Ronald Jones, right, Smitty? No.
I don't know. Ronald Jones was told.
Bro.
Yo, let's go ahead and talk about this college football, man. And oh my God, Oklahoma and Texas are planning to join the SEC. I'm going to defer this to the SEC ears here. What are your thoughts on this?
OU cool. Texas, it don't even fucking matter like that. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it helps, but I don't like. I know Texas isn't the same Texas. I know they're trying to get back to being that, but I think it'll help their recruiting.
I'm thinking. I
If I had to
I
put
don't
them
want to
to-
disrespect them and say they're Tennessee. I don't want to disrespect them and say that, but
That would be blasphemous.
That's I mean,
That's another level of disrespect.
that is another level of disrespect.
no, Tennessee not necessarily washed. They just like
Yeah, that's
Watch.
bad. Though. Like they
Yeah.
bad. Ellinger,
like.
I don't know.
But OU, that's a big move for them. Like,
OU.
I think OU. That's
That's huge.
that
That's
is
huge
gonna
for
be
SEC.
that's gonna be a great
Big 12 piss.
right.
Big
That's
mad.
gonna be a big game
Big man.
for like they definitely gonna be in the SEC championship conversation like immediately. Like
Yes, bro.
It's gonna be. But
Damn up.
Texas
But yo, their defense is gonna get on point now because now they're gonna be able to recruit like that.
like right. That's what I'm saying. Like I think
If
that's
they
gonna
get a
help.
defense. Oh, that's Lincoln Riley coming, right? Bruh, he coming for Nick Saban, boy. He trying to come for Saban.
You gotta come for Dan first.
How the hell is Oklahoma in the Southeastern Conference?
It's considered the South.
Is it?
Is it?
Southeastern Conference.
Oh, for sure. That nigga's in the Midwest.
Midwest man.
How? How,
They're
Sway?
like right above Texas.
I
So
think at
Texas
this
is
point,
considered
I
the
don't
South.
even think they care about that. They're just trying to like get where the competition at, so they can get bowl games, get more
I can get
exposure.
that. Can you get it from that point? Like Texas is right here, Oklahoma's right
Mhm.
above it, and Texas is considered the South. And then the Midwest though.
They both. They just try to extend. They just extended the South for these niggas.
Pretty much. I hate this.
Really?
I despise this shit, dude.
For real?
Absolutely.
Because it's the SEC?
No.
Yes.
No.
because of college football.
Because of college football, bro.
How does it affect? What does it do to college football?
It's done.
Big 12?
Go ahead, Smitty.
There's no more college football. College football in 3 years will be the NFL. All the tradition, all the things you love about everything is gone. If
Why?
you're
You say that because of the endorsements now, or just because of that move?
I feel that way because of the endorsements. It's now going to become a free agency market. And so like what boosters used to do illegally and like sneaky, they don't have to do that anymore. Now they just tag it to their business and you're getting paid. And that's
They were
it.
getting paid before though.
Yeah, but
I
you
didn't
can
know
get
how
in
to
trouble
hide it.
for it. Now you can't get in trouble for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like before, people did it, but they walked on eggshells while they were doing it. Now it's just a free for all, and the teams with the most money. Here's what you're gonna see: the teams that are elite right now are gonna be elite for the next until the end.
Yep.
And that's it. And
I
then
mean, I don't know about that because if Saban stopped coaching at Bama, how you gonna recruit unless you got a coach that's gonna come in?
You're not thinking deep enough, and I'm gonna tell
yeah,
you why.
Saban's
Tell
not
you
the
why.
one recruiting. The money that they're giving these kids to come to Alabama that they've been doing.
They
Yeah, but
already
how did
gained
how
off
did
of
you
all
get
these championships,
but I know, but how did you get those championships saving? So once the coach is gone, perfect example, Jimbo
bro.
Fisher,
Bro, but
Florida State. What happened to Florida State?
But the point that we're making is at that point they don't even it won't even matter.
Yes, it
They're
does
being
because you're
able to
not
pay the
winning,
kids to come there. They're like, look, I'm
bro.
gonna give
Your
you some.
stock, how much money you're paying and everything, it doesn't matter if your stock is going down, bro. If you're losing,
How will
you're
you
not
be losing if you have the money to pay every 5-star recruit that comes to
because you don't have a coach. It matters about the coach. Well, in my opinion, this matters about the coach. You got to have a winning
They
coach.
will also have the money to buy a winning coach.
You can't
Like,
just winning
they
coaches
can, they
just
can
don't
get
come
a
on
coach
trees.
for bro. Like what?
But okay, Shades. What's the most coveted job in college football?
Head coach.
Head coaching
On
job.
what team?
What's the most coveted head coaching job in college football? It's Alabama, and it's not even close.
If it was ever a vacancy in Alabama, any coach is gonna try to apply for that vacancy.
If
Nick
But
left
can you do what Saban did?
with the talent that you would have,
and continue to recruit. See, this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Saban leaves, Dabo goes straight to Alabama. I don't give a damn what Dabo thinks he says. Dabo is an Alabama dude.
I don't think Dabo goes to Alabama
think
because I
Dabo
think
goes.
Dabo is one of the four programs. He's one of the four programs that are gonna benefit from everything that's going on.
yeah, Clemson is gonna do well too. So there's no reason for him to leave.
They've been paying the shit out of his ass. Alabama might fall off, but the furthest they're gonna fall off is 4. Kind of like Ohio State did.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like Urban left. Ryan Day, his name's Ryan Day, right?
Mhm.
Ryan Day comes in.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they're still relevant. They're still top, but
Yeah.
they didn't win a championship though. That's all I'm saying. You can still be relevant, but are you going to win championships? Because now it's going to open up for Dabo. It's going to open up for Dan Mullen. It's going to open up for Georgia. It's going to open up for everybody. And are you going to be able to duplicate what Saban does? So my thing is, do you have a coach that can come in and do it?
Bro, they can try to get one.
They're going to have to snatch an NFL boy.
They'll snatch Belichick. It'll be problems. The curtains.
Hey, for real, bro.
It'll be
That would be
curtains
crazy.
college football.
Oh nah.
That would be crazy.
No, that would be nuts, yo. I think of this scenario though, man, is you're about to create the super conference.
Yeah.
When you create the super conference, let's put it in the top 4 scenario, right? Coming down to the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 losses in the super conference, but somebody else only got 1 loss.
Mm-hmm.
How you think the voters gonna vote?
Depends on what team is in the super conference. Are they ranked?
Yes,
If they were ranked, then I can understand.
because they're gonna because
But if that
because
person-
the rankings are now different.
Right.
Because you're in the super conference where you got all of these elite level teams.
Yeah.
So when you take a 3-point loss to a super conference team, they're not going to weigh that the same as if somebody outside of the super conference loses a game.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Which then now, if you're not in the super conference, you have to practically go undefeated completely.
My biggest issue with college football is preseason rankings.
Yes.
You've got Florida State, Miami, Florida. No offense to you, Jeremy, but like you've got, 6 SEC teams in the top 10 in a preseason ranking. Haven't played a game yet. No idea what the hell they got going on.
Right.
You've got Florida State and Miami just because, the U is back every year. And Florida State has that bread. Virginia Tech the same way. We always make the top 25.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
What?
Florida State is in the top 25?
I can almost – so I watched ESPN this morning.
Okay.
They said games that you need to watch on the first weekend of college football, Notre Dame and Florida State. Notre Dame lost everybody. Florida State was, 5-7 last year?
Yeah.
This is the game you need to watch. And that's kind of how it goes. ESPN is all about marketing, and they run the business. They run the show. If you get rid of preseason rankings and you make everybody play a game and then you rank them, or play 3 or 4 games and then you rank them, I'm okay with that. But when you put, Auburn and Florida and Alabama and LSU and all these teams in the top 10 and Florida State based on their tradition, then when they lose a game, now they're 16 instead of 3 or 4. So then when they beat each other, it's all about, oh, we beat a top 25 team type stuff. But you didn't really beat a top 25 team. You beat a team that the media said was going to be a top 25 team and they don't know nothing about. And I talked to some people that do media that actually have a vote in the top 25. They don't know either. They don't watch these other teams play. Mm-hmm. So, they're just going on past tradition, what you think is going to be good. If you ask me who is going to be the top 10 teams right now, I would tell you Alabama, Clemson, Coastal Carolina was in the top 10 last year, Ohio State. I don't even know. Like, who else was there?
Georgia.
Georgia, yeah. So what if they have a shitty recruiting class and they don't get anybody? And all them dudes that played on the team last year leave. Or their quarterback is trash. But I don't know. So I just say, hey, Georgia was good last year. You know what I'm saying? Miami was good. They won some games at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Whatever. So that's how the new polls get made, the media polls, and it goes off media. And then so the AP is Associated Press, which is media. And that's how the first top 25 comes out. And then the BCS comes out in like week 10. They should do BCS in week 4, and they should not account for anybody else's poll.
Yep.
In my opinion.
I wholeheartedly agree.
No,
Wins, losses, how much you win by, what you do, how you play the game. I don't care what you did last year. It don't matter to me.
I will say this, though, because I had to go look, and I'm on the NCAA's website. Thank God Florida State is not ranked. I would have thrown shit in here if they were ranked. Thrown shit.
What are they, like 50?
But so like when Jimbo left, DT played Florida State opening game.
Oh, he's a Virginia Tech fan, by the way.
Yeah. They were number 13. We were like number 18. We
See?
beat.
Hey, Smitty, he a Hurricane fan.
Yeah.
Well, we moved up. We moved up 10 spots. They dropped down 5 spots.
Yeah.
We ended up going 6-6 that year, and Florida State went like 4-7. Neither team ranked at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
That was our biggest game of the year. National TV, Labor Day. We moved up. We were in the top 10 after beating them, and they should have never been in the top 10. They were horrible. That was Willie Taggart's first game.
Oh, God.
And, you guys have been on the same side of that. As a UM fan, y'all have been overranked early. And then y'all have been unranked and beat some teams that should have never been ranked.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think personally that the rankings should not come out until week 7 or 8.
I agree. Because no matter what, even if, like, let's say one of these top 10 teams come out week 1, win by 7.
7.
They gonna still be a top 10 team
Because they won.
because they won, and that's how they're gonna keep their spot there. Well, then if you look at the other games around the country,
They might. They're gonna be top 10. They might drop like a slot, maybe, but they still gonna be like top just because they won.
exactly. I'm looking at oh my like bro, this top 10 this year is absolutely ridiculous. By the way,
What is it?
all right, we're gonna start at we're gonna start at 1 because we know who that is. They got Alabama at number 1, bringing in all new shit, but Alabama number 1, whatever. Clemson number 2, bringing in all new shit, but whatever, you know. Oklahoma 3, Georgia 4. This is where it starts getting wonky as shit. Number 5, Iowa State. Number 6, Ohio State. Number 7, Texas A&M. Number 8, Cincinnati. Number 9, Oregon. Number 10, Iowa. That's
So,
your top 10.
Ohio State's not in the top 10?
No, they're 6. They're
Oh, okay.
6.
Okay.
So that's your top 10.
That's disrespectful.
I'm sorry. Iowa State.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
What in the hell?
Iowa must got people coming back
Oh,
or something.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Cincinnati at 8.
I think they went undefeated.
9-1 in 2020.
9-1.
Yeah, they're in the AAC. They literally played nobody.
Nobody, and they finished number 8 in the final AP poll because majority of the damn college football season didn't happen. How are we basing like all of this is based off of last year, and there's no way we can count that shit.
If they doing that like that, why didn't they have UCF in there when they went 2 seasons like undefeated or something?
But see, I'm gonna tell you why they're saying that Florida State may be on the rebound. Because when UCF was going undefeated, their quarterback was Mackenzie Milton,
Who's at Florida State now?
who's now at Florida State.
He's not.
He's coming off of the broken leg,
Yeah.
So we got a quarterback now.
quote unquote. But we're gonna have to see how he bounces back from coming off the broken leg. Will you trust it?
Question: who are the Gators starting at quarterback right now?
Is it still Emory?
It's Emory, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm ready for the Emory show.
Yeah, they've been.
I'm ready for the Emory show.
The coach said that must come off his hand like it's effort. He said it's effortless. When he releases, it's like gone. Like it's one of the best passes he's seen. Now you just got to worry about his accuracy and can he run the full playbook like Kyle?
Yeah.
Because if he can run the playbook like Kyle, it's over.
But the thing is, I think that Dan I think he really is gonna have his hand on that. Like, I think that he's gonna get with the offensive coordinator to critique the offense to Emory's strengths. I don't think that he's
sure, but they're gonna open him up, bro.
They have to, but I think he's still gonna throw the ball. But I don't think that they're gonna have him in like those. I don't think he's gonna be in those sets as much as Kyle was, like in those just straight like.
Don't be surprised if he.
I think it's gonna be more. I think it's gonna be more pistol.
He's gonna expand it, bro.
I think it's gonna be more pistol for him.
For
you
sure.
Know what I'm saying?
But it's gonna expand.
Shotgun.
It's gonna for sure.
What you think, Smitty? How you think they're gonna utilize Emory?
Oh, they're gonna do a bunch of RPOs, spread teams out, and he's gonna be very effective in the run game. I don't think Florida's building around a quarterback. They didn't do it last year with Kyle. Their defense is their strength. They need wide receivers. They don't have the big wide receivers outside that you need. They have good slot guys, but
I think Grimes was okay last year though.
Florida, y'all keep a slot guy.
With that right there, bro.
They load up on slot guys.
Horrible last year. Our defense was horrible last year, and we had Grimes, we had you had Kyle Pitts lining up out there sometimes. You had
Kyle Pitts is a once in a lifetime player. You ain't got him no more.
No, for sure. I mean, now we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But
I think Dan Mullen builds his team around defense. I mean, I think he.
defense was suspect last year, though, bro. We would
I
not
know.
like. We played Texas A&M, and that dude Spiller ran on us like
He
it
was
was freaking
CJ.
CJ Spiller,
Like
bro.
he was CJ Spiller.
For real. 28 and all.
Well, I'll be honest. One of the biggest misconceptions about the SEC is everybody in the SEC has a lockdown defense.
No.
And so whenever people do things good on offense, they act like it's an anomaly. It's not.
Yeah.
You guys had to do that last year. You had if I had a Kyle Pitts, I would throw his ass the ball every play too.
Right.
And so they game plan for that, and they dialed it up, and they did it, and it worked. And but y'all not gonna have a Kyle Pitts this year.
Forget about my boy Kadarius, bro.
Kadarius got his too.
Yep.
Kadarius was eating, bro, making them boys.
Is the thing is like y'all are replacing a lot too. Y'all are replacing Trask.
I understand
Y'all
why
are
we're not in this
Pitts.
Yeah.
Y'all are replacing,
I respect that.
Tony. Like y'all got a lot of holes to fill in, and
and the defensive line,
yeah.
in the corner.
We got some of those pieces though.
So hopefully we can see y'all. Not I don't want to say bounce back, but I want to say like hopefully Emery can continue to push what your boy Trask was doing. I don't think his arm is. To be fair, Trask's arm wasn't the greatest arm. It was just he was accurate and he was on time.
He understood the offense.
Exactly.
He got an arm.
Hey,
but
that's way better. Trust me.
Thoroughly understood that offense. And Emery, hopefully, with all this time, especially with COVID, more time in that playbook, more time in film room, because you have to learn this offense. Because if he can come in and show that throughout this offseason, he's really put in the time and put in the effort to learn and understand this offense, then y'all going to be good because he got the arm. Yep. He can run. You know what I mean? Like he can take off and utilize those legs, be a weapon himself. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see what wide receivers of y'all are going to step up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna the void in that receiving game is huge. Kyle Pitts and Tony. Bro, I remember when y'all played us in Orlando week 0. Tony only had one play that was electric, but it was a huge play. It was a touchdown, and it should have never been a touchdown because he was too. And I said at that point that boy's gonna be a problem, and it turned out to be a problem. Now you got to find you another problem.
Yeah, but we got that.
You hope you got that.
Well, how you feel about your let's transition over to the Hurricanes. Kind of talk about the Gators for a little spell. How these Hurricanes looking as far as the update is in the NCAA?
Mr. Kane.
Well, I look at my squad like this, man. We got a quarterback coming off of an ACL tear, and his first game back is against Alabama.
Did you see what he said?
What did he say? Just
hold on. I'm gonna bring the tweet up because the man was talking.
Oh, he gonna talk his shit. Like De'Aaron King, yeah.
He said something about like he don't give a damn about the SEC. He about to roll on it. He was talking a lot of cash.
Boy, writing checks. You gotta cash him.
Look,
that boy a beast though.
So while he's looking up that quote, this is what my team consists of. I like De'Aaron King. I like him.
He's the best quarterback I had in a minute.
In a hot minute. I hope he comes back. Like I hope he has the Adrian Peterson. You know, like that's my best possible outlook on him returning off of this.
And you said he
ACL.
ain't wearing the brace no more.
He's out there. He's out there in practice without the brace already, which is kind of. I mean, it's a good sign. It's also frightening, dog. You know what I mean? But it's
young boys heal fast.
exactly. Receiving core wise, like I like Mike Harley. We just got Charleston Rambo from Oklahoma through the portal.
Rambo straight.
Hopefully they don't start Pope or Wiggins. I don't mind them being them coming off the bench guys, but they don't need to be our starters. Make sure to get my dog Xavier Restrepo out there because I think Xavier Restrepo reminds me of Barrios when he first got here. And if you give me another Braxton Berrios, I'm happy.
But the Jets are happy with Braxton right now.
Very. And then I look at tight end wise, we got the boy from Duval, Will Mallory.
Y'all keep a tight end.
We keep tight ends. You know what I mean? We brought in a couple of top tight ends in recruiting. So we're feeling good about that. Offensive line, everybody's back. We got mock draft saying Zion Nelson is supposed to go in the first round next year. I'm like, I don't see that, but they see something, so whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the defensive side is where I really would like to discuss.
Because y'all lost some people.
We lost some folk.
We lost who Jeremiah Payton is.
Yeah, Jeremiah Payton, number 12.
How you feel about him?
I need them to put him on the field. I've been saying this forever since he's been there. I'm like, what? He is long, rangy. He got wingspan.
Yeah, he's a Duval kid too.
Yeah,
and he's like
exactly. I would love to see him on the field. Like we got my dude from Sandalwood, Bradley Jennings out there, and each year he gets.
Yes, I heard.
Hey, I'm a Sandalwood representative myself, so I'm like real proud to have one of them guys on my team, and I hope this is the year that he truly breaks out and shows that he can kind of fill in for that Shaq Quarterman, Michael Pinckney class of linebackers because I love that class of linebackers. Yeah. But the defensive line is where my biggest question marks at on this team.
Y'all lost some boys.
Period. Specifically, the defensive ends. We lose Jalen Phillips. We lose Quincy Roche. Obviously, Gregory Russo, he sat out last year, so it's not like that's a loss at this point, right? The problem that we run into is we had to release one of our players, Cam Williams, on the defensive line because he got into some shit down there. We also had to get rid of a 5-star safety because he got himself in some shit down there. We just had to release him 2 weeks ago. Avante Williams. He was supposed. Okay, it was a battle between Florida and Miami for him, and he just had to enter the transfer portal because we had to release him. I don't know who's picking that boy up after he's out here hitting on some women. You know what I mean?
I feel bad for that boy.
So we got Jeremiah Harvey. We got my dog Harvey coming off the edge. We got my dog another Williams coming off the edge. But the defensive tackle position is where I love. We got Harrison Hunt. My bad. We got freshman 5-star defensive tackle Leonard Taylor. We got quality depth at that position. Linebacker is sketchy. Cornerback, we brought in Tyreek Stevenson from Georgia, who was a good corner for them. We got safeties on deck, bro.
Georgia about to be...
We bringing in 5-star safety James Williams. See, this is the beautiful thing when you got Ed Reed on your coaching staff. When you go out to recruit safeties, you're going to pull safeties when Ed Reed is going to be your coach or be an advisor to you on the field. You know what I'm saying? So while we lost Avante Williams, we got James Williams. We still got Bubba Bolden, who is a projected first round pick. What this team is going to eventually be, I'm hoping better than the 9-win team. I'm hoping 10 win, 10, 11 win team. That's where my goal is at. That's what my goal for this team is at, and that's what their goals should be.
Y'all beat Bama week 1.
Look, playing Bama week 1 is the only time I would want to play Bama. Playing Bama week 1 when they got to replace everything, your whole receiving core, new quarterback, all of that. Week 1 is the only time I want to play Bama. I don't want to play them week 7. You know what I mean? It's many like, why would I want to play Bama week 7? If I'm gonna play them, week 1 is it.
I don't want them to get no rhythm.
I'm gonna hit y'all with 3 things.
Let's go.
First thing, Derek King, quote, will beat Bama badly in Atlanta. I have no doubt in my mind we'll beat Alabama in Atlanta badly. Love it. Second thing, so UM recruits heavily in Jacksonville.
Yep.
I got 2 kids that just got offered in the last 2 months, went down to a camp.
Let's go.
Balled out, did their thing. They're younger, 24, 25 receivers.
Okay.
And so, I mean, Miami's they're on the come up for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I've never been one of these the U is back type dudes. I'm not one of the Miami fans. I'm way too. I think too logically.
Y'all are back.
Yeah,
y'all back from where y'all was. Y'all went through a stretch with what's his name, Ja'Cory. Like y'all had Al Goldman or
Brad Kaya.
Like y'all went through a stretch where y'all weren't relevant. Y'all relevant.
Stephen Morris.
Y'all been relevant for like 4 seasons, 5 seasons straight.
Yeah.
Look.
So you're talking about Ed Reed. Ed Reed runs the Under Armour All-American Series.
Mm-hmm.
He is, bro. The man he's plugged. He gets to literally sit down and coach these dudes.
Yep.
All the way up through camp, and then the All-American game. He's the head coach. He has hands on.
Yeah.
He is killing it. He's killing it. And
I love him. I love him being on our staff, bro. It's insane. It makes sense.
He's from B-More. And like one of my dudes from Baltimore that I coach 7-on-7 with is from up there. I've hung with Ed a couple times. Ed is an amazing dude.
Mm-hmm.
But he is absolutely killing it on the recruiting trail. And you can't beat it. You can't get that hands-on experience to where I'm coaching a kid and helping him get better. And then, 2 weeks later, I say, hey, want to come play for my team? You can't beat that. You cannot beat that.
Especially if you're a young safety, man. Like, think of because even if you are a young safety, you saw Ed Reed growing up.
Straight up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hall of Famer, bro.
Because
Ed Reed is one of my top 5 all time safeties.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
And then when you have the opportunity to work with him for 3, maybe 4 years, that's crazy.
I got Ed at top 3.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Like,
he's killing it. And
he's
being
been
a part of that staff
bro.
changes everything. I will tell you though that Kewan Ratliff joining the UF staff has made a big difference too, because he's big time in the 7-on-7 world as well. Mm-hmm. His 7-on-7 team competes in every big national tournament, and they have a really good team all the time. And so for him to go join that UF staff, he's now getting all those kids that were on his team.
Yep.
That's a national competing team. 7-on-7 plays a huge role in the world of college football recruiting. Plays a big role. So,
that's dope. I didn't even know that.
But let's the Alabama. I know we was talking about the like how college football is going to change and how it's. But let's talk about quarterback Bryce Young and these how he's going to make almost $1 million in endorsements with these new rule changes.
Haven't even played a snap.
Hasn't even taking one snap, do you think the recent change in player branding create an unfair advantage for recruiting?
Yes and no.
You want my opinion?
Yeah,
We
let's
want
hear it.
everybody's opinion. Go ahead, Smith.
It's a very unfair advantage. So in the last month, I reached out to kids that played for me 7-on-7.
Mhm.
That they're at colleges right now. I'm trying to help them kind of do the same thing, like brand yourself. Well, at the schools that they're at, because they're new there, they're only freshmen. They're like they don't have that brand locally. I'm like, yo, y'all got a brand at home. Let's work on that. How can we do that? I'm trying to, write up a contract. I've reached out to other coaches in the area, trying to like figure out what is the best way to brand our kids that are at a new school. They're moving across the country. I got kids Illinois, South Carolina, Virginia, Oregon, all over the country.
Mhm.
How do I brand you guys? Where you're at, you have no brand because you're brand new there. How do I brand you here?
Mhm.
And the schools have given them some, apps to try to help them brand. But if you're not the guy, I mean, I'm trying to tell these kids how to work on their social media presence and how to do this and this and that. It's a struggle, man, for these kids. And I'll be honest, Alabama has the biggest brand in the damn country, no matter how you want to look at it.
Yep.
The man ain't played one snap, he getting $1 billion. If I'm a kid and I say, hey, this man ain't played a snap, he getting $1 billion, where am I going to go to school?
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah, and see, and I look at it like, so I said yes and no because the quarterback is going to get that at Alabama, $1 million.
I agree. No lineman's going to get a dollar.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so really, if you were a quarterback, is it an unfair advantage? Absolutely. But what's different than it is before they did the NIL? If you were the top quarterback, you wanted to go to Alabama. So unless you were Trevor, who decided to go to Clemson, 9 times out of 10, one of the top quarterback is going to go to Alabama. So really, nothing has changed there, except for they're going to get paid and a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
I kind of feel the same way. Like yes and no. You know what I mean? But I mean, my thing is, it's predicated to me. It's kind of predicated. Of course, the brand of the school and all that stuff does have a major factor in it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, to me, it's kind of predicating on winning. You know what I'm saying? If you're a school that's winning and everything, then of course, if you're a star player for that team, then you're gonna make dope. You're gonna make wow. But it's still at the same time, it depends on what the player is doing and what the school is doing, and if they're winning. If you're winning and everything, then you're gonna probably make more money. Like if you just win a national championship, more than likely, especially if your school in the last couple of years have won multiple championships, you come into you're a quarterback, a receiver, running back, cornerback, or a dope player, a dope linebacker, you're gonna make money. But I don't think it makes an unfair advantage because the teams was already getting those players anyway.
Mhm.
So, I mean, the money might stretch it out to where they're monopoly for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I will say that it will do that. It will solidify it for a little bit longer.
See,
It does do that.
my real opinion on this NIL bullshit is this: it's bullshit. Y'all, okay, great. You let the players go make money off their name and likeness. Yet y'all keep all the fucking money.
Yep. Y'all still making
This
hell.
ain't paying the players.
Yeah. This
Right.
this is them doing their own thing.
Ultimately, y'all been extorting these players for years. Like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Like making money off of their talents,
And they're making-
likeness of them in video
They're making
games,
sense.
everything. Like,
They're making sense compared to what them boys.
I'm not trying to cut you guys off, but so you're a lineman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alabama, Georgia Southern, East Carolina, Oregon, doesn't matter.
Right.
Name one lineman that's been in a commercial. 0.
NFL, anything.
anything.
You might not be
They
able to
get-
do that
they
to
get-
macro, but
and
you
so
can
I
probably
talked
do
to a head
something
coach.
locally.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying you can probably. I'm just trying to talk with you. What you discussing? Like, you can probably do something locally where the school is once you build up a name for yourself.
I talked to some head coaches about the whole thing because obviously I have a bunch of kids all over the place,
Right.
and I'm trying to build their brand. Like it's important to me to help them get on. And head coaches across the country, I mean, even Nick Saban says it himself that it's not a good opportunity for everybody, and it's going to create issues in a locker room. You're going to see a wide receiver or a quarterback like Bryce Young come in and making millions of dollars, and the man that's blocking for him is making $0. Why am I blocking for you? Are you gonna break me off? How much you gonna break me off? How much you gonna break off the rest of the O line? Type deal. Like the NCAA is gonna become a free agency market, and at the same time, like Booster's been doing this shit for a billion years. This ain't new. Booster's been paying kids to come to school.
It's just legal.
Now they don't have to hide it. All they have to do is attach it to their business or whatever they do. So now the schools with the most money are going to be the ones that are on top every year, all year. And what we know as college football is going to be gone.
But are you sure though? Because they were.
I'm sure.
Anyway.
I'm sure. Because I know. Because I've heard stories.
Okay.
I ain't going to drop no names, but a DB from Jacksonville plays at Alabama. They asked him to come to Miami. Told him they'd buy him a condo, $100K a year, and not a side by side. What's the one with the two wheels in the front and the wheel in the back?
A slingshot.
Slingshot, yeah. Told him they'd buy him a slingshot for a beachside condo, $100K a year, to leave Alabama. He ain't played at Alabama yet. He was a freshman last year. He's going to his sophomore year. I've heard a bunch of stories, and I don't think these people are lying to me because
you don't have a reason to.
I'm just saying though, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. But there's nothing wrong with that at all to me. But now he's gonna get that story, and then somebody else is gonna be like, "I'm gonna give you $200K, 2 cars, and a house. Whoever has the most money wins."
So like a player.
You think Gainesville got the most money?
So a player can essentially be good all 4 years and just be like, I'm just gonna chase the money. I'm gonna play somewhere different every year.
And see, and this is the thing, especially with the new transfer rule.
Yep.
Where the players they don't have to wait the year.
They just play, so they can play.
See, I think it's gonna start being like that.
Yeah, why not? They gonna.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be like that. The transfer portal is free agency.
Yeah, Miami has been eating off that since it opened up, bro.
That's what makes it so a player can literally make like $5 million before he even goes to the league.
But I don't see that happening.
Before he even goes to the league.
That's because you thinking.
Actually, the transfer portal go through all the time.
But see, you say
before they used to make you sit out a year.
Yeah, they used to make you sit out a year.
No, I'm talking about now though. But like now they got the transfer portal, like you can transfer and all that stuff. So
right, but
happening, right?
But the new rule is that you don't have to sit out the year.
Right, but that started last year, though, right? Or is that starting now?
That's in the. I don't think it. I don't. Because counting last year is kind of weird to begin with.
Or 2 years ago.
It wasn't like that 2 years ago.
For sure not.
Okay.
Wasn't like that 2 years ago.
Okay, that makes more sense. I see what you mean.
So,
NCAA is completely different now than 2 years ago.
Completely
different.
different.
I thought it was like that 2 years ago. Okay, I understand.
It was 2 years ago. You had to sit out a year.
Yep.
Okay, that makes more sense,
bro.
I'm tracking.
Like I'm looking at how 2 of the 3 defensive ends Miami had drafted this year.
Think about
were from the transfer portal.
Think about this.
So that was my third thing. My bad.
Was
Go
that?
ahead.
What if you're a player and you're playing for Alabama? Like, let's say you're a receiver, and y'all running the Clemson in the national championship, and y'all lose to Clemson, and you say, you know what? Screw this, I'm going to Clemson. You know what I'm saying? They decide they're gonna give you X amount of money, just like what he was saying. They offer you this. Well, you know what I'm saying. You're on the losing side. We'll offer you to come here and play. We just lost our receivers due to the draft, or you know what I'm saying, graduation. Come to us. Boom, he goes there. They win. Okay. Well, now he realizes that that team is now decimated. All those players that he was playing with are going to a draft. The new team that's supposed to be the consensus number one is now Ohio State.
No, but the thing is with
Like
that,
there
no.
wouldn't be anything
But
to
the team,
stop them from
if you
doing that.
said Bama, you think Nick Saban's gonna let that happen? If that's a star, he's gonna see the counter offer and he's gonna match it or beat it.
That's
He's
the
not losing
thing.
his player.
But I'm just giving you a scenario of how a player can still just jump from team to team just based
Yeah,
off of the offer that he's getting.
if his stock increases, then yeah, because that's the NFL is gonna be like that.
But that's the thing that that's the point we're making, that it's
It's
going to
not. It's not
change
going. Well, it's not. It's going to change college
the
football. So I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
completely.
Yep. Completely
Yep.
change it.
I guess I'm coming around to it. I get it. Yep. 100%.
All right.
So I'm gonna say one more thing, and then we can move on to the next subject. But your boy Roush, right? Temple, led Temple in sacks, tackles for loss,
Mm-hmm.
like baller.
Mm-hmm.
I was there when he went on his official visit to VT
Mm-hmm.
because I was on an official visit with two other kids that I took
Yep.
up there,
Uh-huh.
and his mom was there, his parents were there. The kid was ready to commit, all in. Like, I'm committing here. We just hired a D-line coach from the Buffalo Bills who just went to the playoffs.
Yep.
And we had just hired Daryl Tapp, who was a four-time All ACC.
Yep.
He was All American.
I remember Tap.
He played for the Saints for 15 years. He won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks as a DN. And this kid was like committed. He went on an official visit that day. He was at Miami the next day. He committed to Miami. Played for y'all. Balled out. Did his thing. Everybody on that staff thought that he was committing to VC. Like, his mom didn't go to Miami with him. And that's kind of like, it gets weird, man. Recruiting is weird. Like, it's very weird, especially when you see it firsthand.
That's so backwards too. Like you would like if his mom went with him to VT, and she
So one of
didn't
his
go with him
biggest
to
things,
Miami.
I want to be close to home. Temple, Maryland. He was like, I want to be close to home. I want my mom to come to all my games. I know they dropped the bag. I ain't mad about it, but
They had to.
it happens. And I think, one of the things that us as fans need to realize is stop hiring coaches that I don't agree with that. But if you want to win, you gotta bend the rules a little bit.
Yep.
You got to. And you're either gonna be, a Bobby Bowden or a Frank Beamer, or you're gonna be a Jimmy Johnson and a Jimbo Fisher or a fucking Nick Saban.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So you figure out who you want to be, what you stand for, and what you believe in, and either you make it work with a whole bunch of 2 stars, 3 stars, or you go get a whole bunch of 5 stars. But when you're surrounded by people all in your ear and fan base telling you you need 5-star, 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 it makes it very difficult.
Yep.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yep. And that's my opinion on the whole thing. That's my, what I've seen firsthand, and that's all I got.
Yep.
But yeah.
On that, y'all boys on that music tip, man. What y'all boys? How y'all boys feeling about the weekend vibes on the music?
Look, bro, there was a new Dave East and Harry Fraud project that dropped. So I'm gonna be tapping into that Hoffa,
I got a song on there with Benny the Butcher called Uncle Rick.
Yep. And then that second single that the homie Silk Sonic dropped called Skate. I'm gonna be bumping that, with the lady, you know what I'm saying?
Oh dang, they dropped the second single.
They dropped the second single this morning. So,
Okay,
I'm gonna be
they about
tapped
to
into.
drop an album soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know Young Dolphin, the Paper Route rather label dropped Paper Route Illuminati today.
Okay.
Kind of a little skeptical. ESTG dropped this week. Bigger Than Life or Death. Um, Pretty good listen if you want to listen to some bars. I know Pop Smoke after
Humor.
humorous album.
The-
Faith also dropped
Mhm.
recently.
Yep.
Just for the people that have something to listen to.
No doubt, bro.
What you got us listening to, Shay? You got anything?
Nah, as he said,
he said it all.
nah, as he said it, it's that Dave. You know what I'm saying? I would say, I mean, if you're in the spitters and everything like that, you know, up north music, Smoke Dizzy dropped a mixtape there a little while ago, but you definitely should peep one of the songs from it, Grateful Palm with Dave East, and it's definitely hot. But that's it for that. You got any shout outs, my G? Shout outs as we head out of here.
Shout out to the homies. Actually, shout out to we keep talking about the international homies, but when I went back and looked at the stats, man, we got so much more international homies than we think we had, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's crazy, dog. Couple of people in Russia.
Word.
Hold on. I'm pulling this up now because, like, when I saw the locations, I was like, this is nuts, yo. But yeah, shout out to the homies, man. We got Germany, Russia, Panama, Hong Kong, Nepal.
Shout out to the Nepal homies. Shout out to all the.
Okay. Shout out to the homies, y'all. Shout out to the love, all that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's out here giving us, the kudos and you know what I'm saying, following us on this journey as we grow.
Yes.
The first pod with the homies in there, bitch.
Yes,
Smitty,
sir.
you gotta come through next time, bro.
Definitely.
I will definitely. I got a shout out too though. Shout out to my girl Armani.
Yep.
Second birthday party tomorrow. I see y'all boys tomorrow.
Happy
Or
birthday.
Sunday.
On Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. I see y'all boys Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What you got?
I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Absolutely, brother. We appreciate you coming on. Shays, you got anything before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Y'all, we said it all. Hey, shout out to my boy Smitty. You know what I'm saying? Coming
Big facts.
on. I appreciate Coach
We-
Smitty coming on. I
Yes,
appreciate my
indeed.
homies.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate my homies coming through. Appreciate the international homies. Appreciate Marcus and Tay for tuning in with your boys. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Love and respect, man. Hope y'all have a good weekend.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes,
Man,
sir. Appreciate y'all.
absolutely, man. And until next time, this has been Homie Studios. You dig? Hey!
No.